Hello, everybody. I think we should be live. Hi, guys. How you guys doing? Welcome on in. Hope you guys are having a good weekend, a good beginning of the weekend, or at least this is like the final or last weekend of 2025. So hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are having a good day. Anybody who's here, thank you so much for joining in. The last stream I did, I think, was the Game Awards, which was, I think, 2 months. Not 2 months, sorry. 2 weeks ago or something like that. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good time. Do you guys have any plans for the weekend? Anything special happening in the weekend? Any plans? Anything else? Because most of the time, like in the last 2 weeks, after I think the Game Awards, I've been really trying to relax, trying to take it easy, and trying to keep it simple and as calm as possible. So there's that. Hey, Sushi, how's it going? Welcome. PSP, hi. Give me one moment as I really quickly... Did I not? I should have done this. Hold on. Hold on a momento. Hey, Spike Boy, how's your Christmas been? More or less okay. I mean, nothing really special. For me, Christmases are pretty casual, to be honest. I don't really celebrate that much of Christmas. So for me, it was a very normal Christmas, really. So I hope your guys have a better Christmas. I'm gonna put the headphones off for a bit, but I hope you guys had a better Christmas. Because for me, it was like just any regular day, because I don't celebrate Christmas. Give me 1 second as I do something really quickly. But I hope you had something special on Christmas. If you didn't have anything special per se, if it was like a normal thing for you as well, that's completely fine. But what did you guys do? What are you guys doing this last few days? Are you decided to what the hell? Have you decided to like play something specific, play something new? Let me know if you are doing that. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I did not know that YouTube had a limitation too. What the hell? How? Okay. 6800. No. Give me a second. Very weird. Also a regular day for you? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a regular day. I know a lot of people love Christmas, and for sure, why not? Everybody has a different taste and idea for Christmas, so I get it. I get it that everybody loves Christmas in their own way. I don't have any Christmas tree decoration. I did go to my sister's place. I did have like a little bit of a celebration for sure, a little bit. So we did that. I had a little bit of a hangout. So it was like pretty chill, pretty nice. We did play some... We played some Jenga, and that's pretty much it. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Very basic, very simple, so that's cool. I started playing Predator Concrete Jungle. Predator Concrete Jungle. That's a interesting... I've never played that, unfortunately. I've never even heard about it, so I'm sorry. That's new for me. I'm going to revisit the Max Payne trilogy in tribute to McCaffrey, sorry. I don't know why I said that way. That's awesome, Gamers Society. It's so cool. McCaffrey was such an amazing actor, and I'm so happy that he got to be a part of Alan Wake 2. I'm so happy that he also saw Alan Wake 2. Like, that is very, very nice. And, it's like such a loss for all of us. It's been 1 year now. So, but I would love to go back and play Max Payne trilogy. I mean, to be honest, I don't know what they're doing with the Max Payne, like the reboot. They have not talked about it yet, but I'm sure they're working on something. We'll see. Maybe they'll be using like the already existing recordings of James for Max Payne. Not so sure. I've been watching your interviews, very informative. Thank you so much, Spike B Bob. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. Yeah, I tried my best to make sure that you guys get the best interviews or best conversations possible for 2025. It was, it was hard to get these people, but I'm so happy that they chose and decided to be a part of the show and decided to join the show to share their story. And I've been able to share so many stories this year, which has been amazing. From Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Split Fiction, all of like a lot of actors from Expedition 33 except Ben Starr and Jennifer English, but everybody else, Silent Hill, Marvel Rivals continue to do that. Wuthering Waves, I think, have also done. So it's been wonderful to share some of these stories. recently was Jennifer Hale. Literally yesterday, was it? Yes, yeah, yesterday a new episode came out from Dan 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 season 2, specifically anime, which I don't usually go to or talk about or like include. I remember I also had a conversation with Ash Ketchum's English voice actress or actor, Sarah Natacheni, who's been voicing Ash for like 17 or so years. So it's been pretty cool, the amount of people that I got to talk to and share those stories, because it's pretty nice. I'll finish. Adam Crapple, hi, welcome on in. I'll finish Death Stranding 2 and then start Claire Obscure. Oh, cool. Awesome. Death Stranding 2, I'm still playing this game. Death Stranding 2 is going to take some time for me for sure. I'm still playing this game and I don't know when I'm going to be able to finish it. I'm still playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. That is a game that's going to take some time to finish. Then obviously there's Death Stranding 2, I have Ghost of Yote. I've not finished these games particularly. I know the stories of it. Not entirely 100%. I don't know the story of Death Stranding 2, but I know the story of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, at least how most of the things happen. Not most of the things, but most of the important things that happens in KCD 2. I sort of know it. I've also forgotten it. But then with Ghost of Yote, I also know some of it, not a lot of it. Like I said, like sometimes I don't get the chance to play a video game. And if I have to talk to an actor or a director, whoever it is, from that said video game that I haven't played, I'll just watch the all cutscenes and the gameplay. If it's a director, then I will watch more gameplay stuff. If it's an actor, then I'll watch all the cutscenes, the story beats, the dialogues to see what it makes me feel, and I ask questions based on that. So that's why I get to watch some of these. Gamer Society, I have a confusion here. Hold on one second. For a while, are you Indian? If so, which state are you from? Yes, I am from India. Yes, I am Indian. I still live here. And I'm living in Bangalore, so the south side. Technically, I'm not from Bangalore. I'm technically from the east. I'm technically from Bihar. I've grown up in Orissa, so all over the place, kind of. But no, yeah, I'm from India. Predator Concrete Jungle is PS2 Predator game. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Like I said, I've not played Predator. What do you say? Predator Concrete Jungle. I've never played. Like, I played so less of PS2 games because I just didn't had a PS2 at the time. PS2 was like, it's the rich guys' consoles. I just didn't have anything to buy. It was way too expensive for me. I had a PC at the time. It was like without anything. I don't have a PC. I had a PC like way later, but it was bare bones PC. But I was very happy with that. So I had that, but never had a console specifically. So I haven't played any of this. I did play God of War 2 a little bit. I was using emulators at the time, but I did play God of War 2. At the time, I was very much into. I still am, but I was very much into WWE. So I would play SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, 2011. Emulating it. There was one game that I bought. Did I buy that, or I think I bought it, or a friend lent it to me, and it was Medal of Honor Frontier or something, a game which was only available for PS2. And I was like, oh, it should be available for PC as well, and it was not. And I was like, oh, okay, what do I do? Well, I just emulated it. I had the game, so I just emulated it, or tried to at least, and play it on the emulator. My PC was very bad, so I was trying to use mouse and keyboard, but it wasn't good, and I didn't have a controller at the time, so still don't have the PS2, so I don't know. Congratulations, Adam. Adam says, congratulations for 25,000 followers. That's a huge number, although it should be way higher. I hope you never feel stuck in a loop because it says spiral and you're clearly on the two ascension. Sorry, I cannot speak as well. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. I really do. I mean, it is a big milestone. 25,000 subscribers is a huge thing because I never expected it to go that far. I always expected it to be, I don't know, I didn't have any expectations per se on like, I'm going to reach this much. That was never a thing. I just wanted to do that was something that was interesting to me specifically. And I was not able to find that for a really long time. I've been making content for I think 10 years, more than 10 years now, a little bit more than 10 years, I think 11 years, but I've been making content for this long, and I was making different kind of content, and none of them were really doing much. None of them were really that good in my opinion. And so I was trying to make sure that I do something that is fun for me and entertaining for me and interesting for me. And I was not able to find that, and until I did, which was when I started the podcast. And it's been wonderful, the fact that I was able to do it. I was having very, very heavy doubts on when either I can do it or not, if I can have a conversations or not, if I can make the right questions. So yeah, it's been wonderful to see how far the channel has come in the last 3 years. I changed the channel name as well. It was something else. It was called something else at the time in 2022, but I changed it to Behind the Voice, and I've been trying to make sure that I can get as many guests as I can, interesting ones, the ones that I want to talk to, more specifically I want to talk to, not that people are sort of suggesting. I do take suggestions, but not all the time. A lot of people have suggested me completely different things, and I'm not interested in those. But I tried my best to make sure that I can talk to as many people as I can, and bring all these guests in. So it's been wonderful, and this year has been the biggest one. Like I said, I was able to talk to all these people from Expedition 33, which has been a highlight for me, because I talk to some of them on the daily almost, or weekly at least, which is another interesting thing, an amazing thing. These guys are very, very cool. And just to be the ability to share all these stories of Expedition 33 and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Ghost of Yote, which is Erika Ishii was also a part of the show. It's been just insane. And so I just want to thank all of you who have watched any episode, one episode, half of an episode, whatever it is, like however many you have watched it. I truly, truly appreciate the fact that you guys came in and supported the show and supported the channel. I'm not stopping anytime soon. I'm still going to continue as much as I can and see how far it can go. So 2026, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'll make sure that I'll have more and more episodes coming your way as much as I can. And I think January is going to be a slow start, but at least I'm going to try to make sure that there's more and more episodes coming your way. And hopefully I can share some really cool ones. Let's see. There's nothing planned as of yet, because, end of the year, you cannot really plan anything at the moment, but let's see what happens. So I just want to thank all of you to really come by and join and watch and share if you have. So it's been wonderful. I love doing interviews with Sam and Matthew Peretta, the way they thanked and showed their gratitude towards McCaffrey. Yeah, I mean, they obviously have worked. I mean, Sam has worked with McCaffrey for so long, ever since the very beginning, since Max Payne 1. So, he knows James a lot more. And Matthew Peretta also knows James a lot more, because not that they've really worked together, but he knows, and obviously like in films and stuff, but or TV shows and stuff, but he knows him like obviously through video games and Alan Wake, and it's just wonderful. And I'm so happy that we got to talk about it, because it's very hard to sometimes touch upon those sensitive topics, and I just didn't want to make sure that they're not disrespected, make sure they don't feel at unease when talking about it. So but yeah, it's really nice to hear from them, because they have some great stories, especially Sam, and even James. Matthew, who shared this really cool story. So yeah, I mean, I miss the man, and things happen. Nothing you can do about it. But yeah, he's a wonderful actor, and I remember the day when the news came out. I was like, oh gosh, that was an impossible news for me. So yeah. Talking about remakes of Max Payne 1 and 2, do you think Troy Baker can be a better choice who can replace James McCaffrey? I don't know if anyone should replace James McCaffrey. I don't think so. Max Payne as a character should be replaced. I feel that that's a little bit wrong, in my opinion. It's not like a redoing of Max Payne. It's not like a retelling of Max Payne. It's a remake of Max Payne. And sure, like to a degree, sometimes remakes also hire new actors, I suppose. But I've not really seen a remake. I mean, I guess Resident Evil exists, or Silent Hill 2 is also there, but like, I'm not sure what they're gonna do with it. So I cannot see James not being the one who is Max Payne, because that's him. That's the voice, because I don't think so. Lara Croft has a specific voice. But Batman has a very specific voice, and it's always been Kevin Conroy. But obviously any recent projects of Batman is going to be different. But like what I'm saying, like Joker was always, Mark Hamill, and you have a lot of these actors having specific characters attached to them. So I don't know if like Troy Baker, I love Troy Baker, but I don't know if I would want to have Troy Baker on. I feel like if they're remaking it, if they can do it, if they can like have the original recordings of James and his Max Payne work that he did from 1, 2, and 3. And I don't know if they're doing 1, 2, and 3, but I don't know, whatever it is, if they're doing 1 first, if they have the original recording, using that would be so much better, I feel like. Profanus, Hidu, and F9. Welcome on in, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. You said that Timothy Gibbs could do it. He was a face actor and he has a similar voice. Yeah, Timothy Gibbs is pretty cool. Which was so interesting at the time when I was talking to Sam, like, oh, why did you guys go with Timothy Gibbs? I don't think so. I asked Sam about why Timothy Gibbs and why not Sam Lake himself, but maybe it was different at the time. But yeah, I mean, sure. I'm not sure what they're going to do with it, to be really, really honest. It could be the same recording. It could be someone else, but I cannot say. We just have to wait and see what Remedy is trying to cook. What are they doing really? Because they have not really talked about it. Not yet, exactly. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Can I paste this? All right. I'm happy. I saw the post about the stream, but was so sure I missed it since I saw no time for it. Did I mention time? Oh, right. Okay. My apologies, but don't worry. You didn't miss anything. We just started, so it's been 15 minutes or so. So don't worry about it. But thank you so much for being here, Hidu. I appreciate it. Maybe Roger Craig Smith would be a great choice if replacing. I mean, all these actors are great. We can name actors, all these. I think Roger Craig Smith is amazing. I think Troy Baker is amazing. There's more actors that are great, but I don't know. Like, if personally, I cannot really see any of them as Max. Like, I don't see them. Maybe they're rehiring and having a new actor play the role of Max Payne, but I'm not so sure. I'm just like, I cannot imagine someone else playing Max Payne. It just is very different. It feels very different for me. Lastly, do you think Max Payne 4, 5, and 6 should happen, as Max Payne 3 was not a great goodbye for Max? It left many questions unanswered. Is Max Payne gonna live a normal life or not? I myself writing Max Payne 4, to be honest. Oh, interesting. All right. Well, I don't know. Like, this all depends upon Rockstar. Remedy does not have any hold on it. It all depends upon Rockstar. I think if Rockstar wants it, they will do it. The fact that Rockstar is okay with doing like Max Payne remakes with the help of Remedy, that's something. But I don't know if they're gonna do a Max Payne 4. I don't expect them to do a Max Payne 4. Again, it's a property of Rockstar, not a property of Remedy. So I don't know. I think Remedy at this point in time, if anything that they're going to do, they're going to continue this universe of Alan Wake and Control, this Remedy universe that they've built. So they're going to continue with that. So I don't think so they'll be doing a Max Payne 4. Max Payne, as wonderful as it is, it's not as a big IP of Rockstar. It's one of the smaller IPs of Rockstar. Rockstar has much bigger IPs. And so I don't think so that Red Dead and GTA are the bigger IPs, but I don't think so they're gonna go with the Max Payne. That's why Remake exists, but I don't think so they're gonna do a new Max Payne game. I don't think so that's gonna happen unless it's been given back to Remedy. Then maybe, I don't know, but I don't expect to see like a new Max Payne game. That would be a little bit hard in my opinion. If it's a Max Payne remake, they might want to add more dialogue and make it longer. Maybe. I mean, anything can happen. To be honest, it could be just like the same things that we have known from the original Max Payne games, and just using that and using the recordings of Max, at least of James, and reusing it in any way, shape, or form if they can, or they just probably hire a new actor. I'm not so sure exactly what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. But if they're hiring a new actor, then it's going to be a little bit difficult for me personally, because I hear Max Payne as one particular voice, so hearing another person as Max Payne would be a little bit difficult. But if Remedy, I don't know where they're going with it, so we're just gonna wait. And so I'm one of those guys who's just gonna wait for the project to come out to see what's happening exactly. TRS, how's it going? Yes, I am from India. I assume they already have most of the Max Payne recordings done by James. If they only need a few additional sentences, it would be an edge case for me to accept a AI voice. I don't know if AI voices would be a good idea. I'm not so sure about that. I'm not, at the end of the day, I'm not so sure what they're really doing. It is all speculation at this point. So I'm just gonna, for me, I've always been with the idea that, okay, we're just gonna wait and see what's gonna happen. They have not talked about it at all. So maybe they're working more on Control Resonant, which I'm super excited for. And, they also have an Alan Wake TV show in the works somewhere. And so Max Payne is definitely also on the horizon. So we're just waiting on official news when they can share it, which I'm sure that they're working on something for it. Hold on. Sorry. I hope they don't replace the. I hope so too. I really, really hope so. We'll see. Guys, I just want to say really quickly, thank you for so much for joining today's stream as well. If you guys are here and if you haven't hit the like button, please do. It really helps. And I appreciate you guys being here before the year ends of 2025. It's just like a simple hangout celebration of the year in 2025. We can talk about some of the games that came out this year and some of the games to look forward to in next year. And obviously Behind the Voice, the podcast in general, or the channel in general, which has reached 25,000 subscribers, which is thanks to you, all of you who are here and everybody else who has watched the show. I really thank you for tuning in, for watching. So it's sort of like all of it together in a very chill and relaxing environment, because I'm not a crazy guy who just goes, the colors are RGB colors are just going crazy and we're headbanging with some crazy metal songs. Even though I do like metal songs, but not for this stream. I like it normal, relaxed. Do you know anything about Zubeen Garg? I don't know about anything about Zubeen Garg. I'm sorry about that, man. I'm completely against using AI voice to bring a dead back to back. Yeah, me too. I don't. If it depends upon what they're using it for, and if there's, it all depends upon consents. But I don't think so. Using an AI voice for a full video game project or a movie project is right to do. I think like that's where I would be like, I don't know about that, man. I disconnect immediately, because even though like they have the consent and everything, I just feel like creating a small snippet of something is fine, I think. But creating a movie, a show, or a game based on just an AI voice is just, I don't know. It doesn't feel right. Always love your interviews. Thank you so much, Tiaras. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining and watching any of the interviews. I'm curious for all of you guys, which interviews did you watch for the first time? The first interview you watched from Behind the Voice. Do you guys have any specific one that you remember watching for the first time before you didn't even know the channel, and then you click the subscribe? Or I don't know, you watched multiple episodes and then you click subscribe, whatever it is, like what was the first episode you watched from the show? Loved your reaction to my comment about AI voice. You're of course 100% correct and passed the test. See, for me, I don't think so AI voice, because there's so much, there was not a whole lot of dialogue that James did for Max Payne 1 specifically. There are dialogues, but there's not a whole lot more. And to be honest, Remedy has never been, especially if I take a look at Alan Wake also, you don't have so much dialogues of that the character Alan is saying. You do have certain places where he does narrate some things, but there's like very few dialogues as compared to any of the, let's say, a Control has more dialogues, I feel like, than Alan Wake 2 or Alan Wake. I think not in Alan Wake. Control has more dialogue than Alan Wake 2. So if they're going with the Alan Wake 2 approaches, Max Payne was already had that sort of like not so many dialogues. And if they go with that, and I think then in that way, if you don't go like, if you're exploring and then you click on something and he's going to narrate on what you're holding, if that doesn't exist, I think if they can just use the original recordings and then, enhance it in the way that they can and use that in that way. So I'm not so sure how it's going to be like. I don't know if it goes that way, then I'm not so sure how they're going to, if there's motion capture involved, how that's going to look like. It could be possible that they might hire a new actor and do that, because if they're trying to do more motion capture and trying to do cutscenes and stuff like that, that would require, facial movements and lip movement and all that stuff. And I don't think so. Matching that with a voice that is already recorded, that would be a little bit hard to do, I feel like. But maybe it's possible because Ilka Willi did that for Alan Wake. But, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. You should bring Alan Rickson to the podcast and should ask him whether he should be the next Batman. Also, you should watch Reacher on Prime. I have not watched Reacher. Alan is amazing. Sorry, I cannot spell his last name, but he's amazing. I don't think so. I think he has mentioned about the fact that he is not wanting to be Batman or something like that was his. I could be wrong, but he said something about Batman. He had his thoughts about Batman on the role because a lot of people wanted him to be Batman, and I think when Batman was, I mean, we still don't know what James Gunn's Batman is going to be like, but I think he talked about something regarding Batman. I think he said something like that, but he has a perfect body for Batman. But I don't know, like if it's, I think he has somewhere said that he doesn't wanna play Batman, I think, or something like that, or somewhere along those lines. So I don't think so he wants to do it, but we'll see. I don't know if I can have him. It's very hard to have Hollywood actors or actors who are doing consistently shows or movies and stuff like that. That is very hard. It's very hard to get those people because they have multiple projects, and it's just hard to get through the publicists and the agents. So it's a little hard thing to do. You also do it for free. I don't know. I mean, I thought I saw somewhere that he said it a little bit differently. I don't know. It just it depends upon James Gunn at the end of the day. If they're doing a Batman, yeah, he's doing a Batman, but like it depends upon James Gunn. So I'm not so sure. I mean, I would love to see him as Batman. I think he's pretty good. He has the physique for sure, but I think he is a great actor as well. I've not seen so many stuff of him, from him, but I think he has done. From the things that I've seen, little clips and snippets of it that I've seen, it's pretty good. Like he's really nice. So it really depends upon what James Gunn wants and what the team wants, what kind of story that they're trying to tell. Because as far as I know, James Gunn does not want another normal Bruce Wayne storytelling because that has been done so many times now. So you never know. Maxons from Expedition 33 with the first YouTube. Recommended to you, and I enjoyed it very much. That's awesome. I'm so happy that you got to watch Maxons and that conversation. I'm so happy that I got to share it at the time. I think I hadn't finished Expedition 33. I didn't finish the game. I think I was still in Act 2 somewhere. I did finish Act 1, but I was somewhere in Act 2. And what I did was because I was going to interview him, and I knew that, okay, this guy has done motion capture and performance capture for Gustav and Verso, and I was like, oh crap, like what I do, I have to finish the game because there's so many things that I've not seen yet. So what I did is I saw all the cutscenes again. Not all of it, I didn't see all the cutscenes, but I saw a lot of the cutscenes, so I knew what was happening a lot of the time. But I saw all the cutscenes and what was going on, and from there I was able to form some questions, and I wanted to dive deep into it. And so I feel like I could just go talk to Maxons once again, even though we actually talked a lot about a lot of the scenes, but a lot of the moments. But I just would love to see what happens in the future. I think he probably has something in the works. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But yeah, it was really cool to have him, to have Estelle, Charlotte, the mocap actors for all the characters, to be honest, and they were amazing. And then Guillaume and Jennifer and all these amazing individuals from Expedition 33 has been the highlight for me, to be really honest. Hey, Sniper. We love podcast with you. Would you be interested to try to reach you, but you missed, I guess. Where did you reach out to me? I'm not so sure exactly where you reached out. But yeah, try to reach out to me if you have reached out to me you can reach out to me on Instagram, and Twitter is going to be very hard because maybe you can try Twitter if you can, but try again. I might have missed your message. I'm sorry if I did. I didn't mean to, because sometimes I don't get the notifications. There have been a few messages that I saw a few days back that were just I had to scroll down to see like, oh, there's messages. I'm like, it's Instagram. When are you not gonna just notify me? So like sometimes that happens. So do try reaching out to me again if you can. You should play Assassin's Creed 3. Connor is such a realistic and underrated OG protagonist of gaming. I've tried playing Assassin's Creed 3, I think a couple times. I didn't really finish that game. That is a game that it starts off very differently, and you go to the protagonist eventually at a little later stage. But like I just didn't really connect to it as much as the other games I did, because I don't know, maybe because Ezio was gone and I was like, no. So I don't know, like I have not played it yet, and that's a game that I feel like I've not finished. Black Flag I finished. After that, I think I have not finished any Assassin's Creed game after Black Flag. That was the last game I finished of Assassin's Creed. I do have Shadows. I did play Shadows. I didn't finish Shadow. I did not finish that game. I do have an Assassin's Creed Unity. I don't know if I will get the time to play 3, but we'll see. Interview with Noah Watts. Hold on, let me see. Why am I remembering the name? Noah Watts. Unfortunately, I've not seen. Oh, okay. Was he? Okay, he was the actor for Assassin's Creed 3. I mean, that would be nice. I mean, it's been a while since Assassin's Creed 3 came out. That's been a long time, though. Assassin's Creed 3 came out. When did it came out? It came out in 2012. It's been, what, 13 years since Assassin's Creed 3 came out? So that's a long time ago. I mean, it would be nice to have him, but it's been such a long time. We'll see if that's possible. I mean, anything is possible. I'll just have to take a look and see what happens, really. You should bring Alan Ritchson. Yeah, I mean, I would try. I would love to. Like I said, it's sometimes very hard to bring actors. Like it was very hard to have Shawn Ashmore on the show. I did not expect Shawn to be on the show because he's an actor that I have followed for a long time, ever since X-Men. But I've tried other actors to be in, like to try to bring them in. Shawn Ashmore was in because of the help of another actress who actually helped me bring Shawn Ashmore to the show. David Harewood was also because, he liked Alan Wake 2, and I think the agent was okay with that. But a lot of the other agents for all the other actors, sometimes I don't get responses. It's a little hard to get in touch with some of the actors, like I said, who are doing shows and movies. It's a little bit harder to shows and movies that are like talked about and known, all that stuff. And Alan is a very much like a celebrated actor, so it's a little bit hard to get to them. But I'll definitely try. Let's see that. Appreciate your content and taste love your content. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really, really do. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Do you listen to Hindi songs? I do, not a lot, but I do. I do listen to Hindi songs. Not a lot. I don't listen to some like recent songs. I have not so much. Some of them, not a whole lot, but yeah, from time to time. I'm not a regular listener. I regularly listen to some other songs. Keanu, talk about Cyberpunk. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can bring Keanu. I tried Keanu, but I was denied with Keanu. And Keanu is a high-profile actor. It's going to be very hard to have Keanu Reeves on the show because he's a high-profile actor. So it's very hard. I tried to, when Cyberpunk DLC came out, it was around 2023. I tried Idris and I tried Keanu, and it's just not possible. They're just busy with a lot of things, and they are high-profile actors. So, but again, I'll try. I'll keep on trying. Let's see. How do you prepare for your interviews? Do you look it up if they answered before? Asked them before. Yes, pretty much. I do. So my process of preparing for the interview is basically if there's multiple different, depends upon what it is, but one of the scenarios is I've played the game, I've finished the game, and I want to talk to the set individual, the set actor. So for example, I'm going to take Expedition 33 for an example. I talked to Guillaume Broche, the director of Expedition 33, and so I played the game. And so what I would do is I have certain questions in my head already. I already have some questions because I attach to the game in certain specific ways. And hold on one second. So I just attach myself to like certain specific scenes. I attach very quickly, and so I know these scenes and I know these moments. If it's related to scenes, especially if it's an actor, if it's related to scenes, I see those scenes again just to refresh my memory a little bit. And I have my questions. I have some things to ask about them. It's usually depends upon the scenes that I'm watching, how I feel about those scenes, what I think I want to know from them. So those are the questions I ask. The other scenario could be like I've not played the game and I have this actor who I want to interview or who is going to be on the show. And so what I would do is I have not finished the game. And so if it's an actor, usually it's an actor. And then I would just watch all the cutscenes of that game. because all the cutscenes are the ones where the actor has done the most job. Then there's obviously other dialogue or the lines that they'd also record on the side. So I watch all the cutscenes, make sure that because I want to feel when I'm watching it, I want to feel what a player would feel. So I want to see if I'm feeling something, if there's something there. And just watching a cutscenes, I have some ideas, have some things in my head that's going through my head, and I just write them down. So I just watch all the cutscenes, even if it's like 13 hours long. I won't watch all 13 hours. I might watch like 8 hours, but I'll watch a lot of it and I'll see how I feel about it. And then obviously I take a look at other interviews that they've been a part of and see what they've asked, what are the questions that they asked. So I don't usually ask about, oh, how did you start up as an actor? I don't ask those things because they have talked about them before. And there's certain things that I just sometimes don't talk about. Certain things that they did talk about, but I feel like they can expand a little bit more on it. So I ask a question that can allow them to expand on it. So yeah, I take some time. I watch interviews, I read interviews to see what they have talked about, something of their previous life. I sometimes also take a look at and what they've done before. So, to just have a little bit of a reflective moment for them. And that always gives some really interesting and fresh looking answers, especially when they started out and how they started out or what they were doing before. So it's just fun. I just watch interviews in general anyways. Like Stranger Things, I don't know if you guys are watching, but Stranger Things Volume 2 came out of Season 5. And I've been watching interviews non-stop today. So I just watch these interviews because it's fun for me. I just enjoy them. So I watch them on the regular anyways. So I for any actor or any director even, I just try to watch interviews and see what they've done. If the director has not done any interviews, then it's great. Then I can ask whatever the hell I want. Usually I ask whatever I feel like it. What I feel really resonates to me and me alone. That's why my interviews or my conversations are going to be very different than anybody else's, I think. I feel like, and I will say this, is I'm very proud of Guillaume, the director of Expedition 33, because I truly believe you will not find an interview, a conversation like that anywhere else that I had with Guillaume, because we talked about very specific things that I felt like, okay, how did he do it? Why did he do it? What was the idea behind it? Why go through that process? Why not the other way? So like I had those ideas in mind, and I feel like Expedition 33 and my conversation with Guillaume, I think my conversation with Jennifer, the writer of the game, are very unique conversations. I don't think so you would find them anywhere else, especially with Guillaume. I don't think so you'll find them anywhere else. I think those are especially Guillaume and Sam Lake, these are two very unique conversations that you will not find anywhere else. That I will boast about. So I think I saw the message where I messaged you again, and okay, I'll take a look at it, Sniper. But that was a long answer for that, Profanus. I hope that helped. Remind me, someone from Life is Strange visited you. No, I don't think so. Anybody from Life is Strange visited me. I mean, I did meet a voice actor recently, and that is from Overwatch, the voice of Widowmaker. And I got to interview her in a very short interview, like it was like 8 minutes long, or 6 minutes long. Sorry, it's a 6 minutes long interview that is out on the channel. This was my first in-person interview with a voice actor from Overwatch. I love Overwatch. I've played Overwatch for a long time. So Widowmaker, she voiced her, so she was there on this Comic-Con in here. So that's the person I met, but no, I haven't met anybody else in person. So the song Yali from the film was by late Zubeen Garg. He died 3 months ago, and Whole of Assam is mourning right now. Oh, damn, I had no idea about that. I had no idea. I remember the songs. I've heard the songs from Gangster. But that is crazy. I had no idea about it. Well, I've never really followed the singer that much. I know like songs from Gangster a little bit. I mean, not a little bit, but I know the songs from Gangster, but I didn't know about his passing. That's really unfortunate. I had no idea. There's been a lot of like, Vince Zampella also passed away from the gaming industry, which has been a shocking one for me and for a lot of people. So that was happening, and yeah, so it's a lot was happening, so I just didn't really realize and didn't know about this. So thanks for letting me know though. But it's crazy. It's just unfortunate. I'm sure you can get all the biggest names for interviews because they enjoy and appreciate your style of interview, the great questions, and genuine kindness and enthusiasm you bring to your talks. Thank you so much, Adam, for saying that. That really means a lot. It truly does. I mean, I feel like I'm saying that it truly means a lot, and thank you. As I feel like the value of those words are sort of getting away in my head. Like I feel like it's not enough or something. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it doesn't feel like it's enough. Like thank you and it really means a lot. Doesn't feel like enough for me at this point, these words. But I truly, I don't know what else to say, but like, I truly thank you. That means a lot. That right there, what you just said means a lot because back when I started the show in 2022 in October, I was definitely sure that I'm not good at making content. I'm not good at asking questions. I'm not a good interviewer, all of these things. And camera presence, all of that. Like I was very much sure that I was not good at it. So I'm so happy that you find it that there's some good questions and some kindness and enthusiasm. I really appreciate it because early on in like 2022 and early 2023, I think a lot of people had different opinions. I would see some people who would say like I talk too much in my conversations and instead of asking questions and just asking questions. And there's a lot of people who would say that. Not a lot of people, but there were some people who would say that. And I would take that to heart. I'm like, okay, I'm not probably talking too much. But I would genuinely in conversations, my questions are not like question and I'm gonna let them answer for a long time and then my next question. I usually have something to say before I land to the question. That's how I always roll, and I feel like that's very normal for me. A lot of people see interviews very differently, and I don't see my podcast as an interview. I see my podcast as a conversation. It's not an interview. We are just having conversation with each other, and I think that's the most important thing. I don't want to make it sound like an interview because I feel like that makes the other person a little bit uncomfortable, and I feel if I can be a conversationalist, I think that person on the other side would be a little bit more open to share more. Otherwise, everybody else would be a little bit, stuck inside this small bubble, and they are not going to be expanding a lot more. So I feel like giving the opportunity for the other person on the other side to explore and say a lot more. That way, I think it would be, it gives like much more like better answers and insights, I suppose. So my father was the person who suggested, your father suggested my podcast. That's crazy. That is insane. How did your father know about my podcast? That's incredible. But thank you so much for watching that. That's amazing. Yeah, having Sam Lake on, it was last year. It's been a year and a half since I had Sam Lake on, and he's an amazing guy. Like, I cannot believe. Like, yeah, he's an amazing guy. I've not really talk to him that much, but he's amazing. He's been really, really supportive, and I really appreciate him. He's like one of the best human beings out there. So I'm really happy. I had to binge all the Expedition 33 interviews after I came across you, and I really enjoyed all of them. That is amazing. Thank you so much, Hito, for saying that, and very much appreciated that it wasn't just super generic questions. It felt more personal and intimate than a lot of other interviews. I really appreciate that. That means a lot, really. I think a lot of the conversations that I've seen, especially, like I said, I was mentioning Guillaume before, and that is the director of Expedition 33, if you didn't know. Guillaume's interviews that I've seen so far has been very technical interviews, and in the sense of building the team, having the development team, and like the developing process more or less. And while that is great, Guillaume specifically told me, can you not ask those questions? And for me, it was like, it was the best thing I've ever heard because I had none of those questions. I genuinely was in the complete opposite spectrum of what everybody wants to ask. I'm in a completely different side of it because Guillaume told me before we had the conversation, he told me like, okay, please, can you just not ask about development and, how we build the teams and all that stuff, because he has already answered that so many times. And I was so happy because, like I said, I had a completely different set of questions in my head. It was never about technicalities because it's already there. You can watch like a list of videos and you can know everything. So I'm so happy that he did that. So yeah, for me, it's always going to be things that I really enjoy. I'm a sucker for storytelling in video games. So if there's any game that has rich storytelling and rich characters, I'm going to be in there. I'm going to be playing that game. For me specifically, I can play a game. If the game has not so good story and the gameplay is good, I can still go, but I might eventually drop off if the story is not really progressing that well. But if the game has great story and the gameplay is a little bit middle, like it's not so good, I will continue the game because I want to see the story. I want to go through the story. I want to experience the story. And even if the gameplay is not that great. So I really love storytelling. And so for me, moments in stories, for characters, for cutscenes, specific things, are very small things that I really, really notice. And I feel like, oh, that's so well done. I wonder if the actor thinks about it in this way. So I have a very different thought process, and I feel like a lot of people don't, and that's completely fine. But I really enjoy some of these things, and that's why I feel like my show is very niche in that regard. So sorry for not saying, but Shitesh, welcome on in. Hi, it was nice seeing you in Bangalore. Yeah, it was nice seeing you in person, man. Thank you so much for. I didn't expect you to be there, so thank you so much for coming by. It was really nice. Have you watched Durandar? No, I have not watched Durandar. I don't know if I'll watch it. Maybe I'll watch it sometime, but we'll see. Best games of 2025, even if it did not release this year. Okay, that's fun. So for me, the best games of 2025, I have a list of games that I'm gonna open up Steam just so that I don't miss out on a game that I have played. I would love to know from you guys. Do you guys have any favorite games of 2025? Like a list of games. I'm not talking about one game of the year thing. Do you have games that you loved playing this year? It could be a game that released this year. It could be a game that you played this year. It could be an old game, but you played it this year. Like, what games did you enjoy playing this year the most? I'm going to give you a list. I'm trying to open Steam just to make sure that I know all the games that I played this year, because I didn't play a whole lot. I played like, I think 30 or 36 games. I didn't finish all of them. I probably finished like 5 or 6. But I played a few games. So I just want to make sure that I have the list ready before I mention. Okay. Can I? Okay. All right. So for me, when I played, the best games would be like, definitely I'm going to tell Dispatch is one of the best games that came out this year, 2025. It came out at the end of October. And so Dispatch is a great one. I had the opportunity to be on a press junket interview, or a small interview before the game came out, with Alana, Thought Squad, and Mayana Berin, the voice of Malevola, Prism, and Coupe from the game. I had like this opportunity to talk to them, like interview them in a very small interview. So that was very cool. And then have Alana again on my show. So Dispatch, that's one great game that came out this year. Radiolite, it's a small indie game that came out this year. It's a fantastic game. If you're a fan of horror, I'm going to list a lot of horror games, by the way. But if you're a fan of horror games, and if you like Firewatch, for instance, this is a Firewatch kind of game, but in a thriller setting. It's not like a horror in terms of ghosts and stuff. There are some moments of jump scares here and there, but more or less it's like a thriller game. It, like I said, it's Firewatch, but a little bit more thriller, supernatural. Really cool storytelling, really cool characters. Not as great as Firewatch characters, but still very good. So that's another game that I really liked this year. Dying Light the Beast, I also really enjoyed. I think that's a fantastic game. I had a good time. I'm a fan of Dying Light. I've been playing it since the first game. Didn't explore too much. I've not given so many hours on it as a lot of people have, but I do like Dying Light the Beast. I think it's a fantastic game, and they did a great job from the second game. So that's that. Chronos: The New Dawn, another horror game. I feel like that's a really, really good game. It's a game that reminds me a little bit of Dead Space, but also very tactical. You need to be very strategic on what you're doing next. And it's a very cool premise, very amazing, like acting. The world around you is incredible. There's a time travel moment, or moment in it. You travel back in time to fix some of the things. So it's a really cool ideology behind the narrative of the game, and the gameplay itself is very slow, and you have to be very strategic about it. So I love those things, and the environment. It's so good, and it can get difficult. They're also bringing like a new easy mode for the game, because for a lot of people it was a little bit difficult, but there's a new easy mode. I think it's going to come out next year. So if you guys want to give it a try, you can give it a try there. Hell Is Us is another game that I think is fantastic, that I really, really enjoyed. And it's a really cool game. I don't know if you guys have played Hell Is Us. Hell Is Us is a pretty cool game where there's no hand holding. You just try to play the game by just looking around and talking to people, and they will tell you what to do next. And that's one of the coolest things I feel like in this game. You don't have any markers, you don't have any things on the map. You explore wherever you want to go. and you can go anywhere you want. You don't have to go in this location first and then you can go to that location. No, you can go anywhere and try to figure out what's happening and try to talk to the people, and they will tell you where to go next. And then you get your own quests to do, but it's never mentioned in the sense of like what you need to do. Because you've talked to these people, you know what you need to do as you've spoken to them. So now you go and travel to these locations and you figure it out. And there's some combat. The combat can get a little bit repetitive, but I feel like that's the best thing about the game is the mystery around it. The world building is amazing. So I think you guys should definitely take a look. It is, a lot of people talked about it as like a Souls game, but it's not a Souls game. It's like a full-on adventure game. And I think you guys will really like it. So I would say like definitely check it out. I think it's a brilliant game. I think you should definitely take a look at it because I think I really enjoyed it. It was a very, very interesting game. So that is another one that I really enjoyed. And just give me a moment. But yeah, it's sort of horror, I would say, but pretty good. I think I really enjoyed that one. Another game is Echoes of the End. That has been also a very fun game. Maybe what I can do is maybe I can show you. But before I show you, I'm going to just really quickly see you guys, what you guys have been saying. Dying Light the Beast. This year played Sekiro, Bloodborne, The Last of Us Remake, on Grounded, Expedition 33, and Stellar Blade. Death Stranding 1, Silent Hill 2. Damn. I think Mafia the Old Country is the best game of 20. Mafia the Old Country is amazing. That game has brilliant story, very safe story, but it's presented and it's told in a way that it should be told. I feel like it's done so well in that regard. The gameplay is bare bones. It's very limited, and that is the problem with the game. But I feel like the storytelling aspect is what is amazing about the game. You have seen the story before, and I feel like it's just presented so well. It's just executed so well. As a film, it's literally executed as a movie. I feel like I definitely do see that. I hope I see you at Daily Comic Con or some other Comic Con this year. Well, there's no Comic Con this year because it's ending in like 4 days. But yeah, I would love to be in other Comic Cons if I can. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is installed on my SSD since February. Oh my god. I mean, you should play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It's like one of... If I had a top 3 games to say, for some reason, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 will come up number 2 every single time. It's one of the best RPG experiences you will ever see. And, you know, a lot of people have played RPGs. For a lot of people, Skyrim is one of their like favorite like games out there. I feel like anybody who loves Skyrim will absolutely love KCD2. And anybody who loves Witcher 3 will love KCD2. Anybody who loves Red Dead Redemption 2 will, I think, also would love KCD2. KCD2 is brilliantly a brilliant RPG experience. I've never seen this game in such a state. I've never played a game in such a way. So it's so cool. Okay, you played KCD2. Awesome. If anybody has not played KCD2, I would highly recommend playing it. It's a little bit different because it's first-person perspective, and you have to use your swords. You have sword fighting is a little bit different. So there is a little bit of a learning curve, especially in combat. So you will have a little bit of an issue there, but once you go through that, and I think you will really enjoy that game. That is a phenomenal game. A lot of things happen that is all depending upon your actions, really on your actions. So... sorry, I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals and Overwatch lately. I've not played Overwatch in some time. I have tried Marvel Rivals a little bit. What was I playing? Sorry, who was it? I was playing Hawkeye a little bit. I think Hawkeye is pretty nice. I still haven't found my footing on Marvel Rivals. So I was trying again, like kind of like earlier this month. I was playing Hawkeye. I can play healers, but I was trying to see tanks and DPS is what I can play. Who was I playing? I'm forgetting who I was playing. I thought I really liked. Was it Magneto? I don't know. Like I was trying to play another tank. I don't remember which one I thought like I'm okay with. But Hawkeye was pretty cool. So I've not really tried too much into it. I know Alaya and Alpha Takahashi. I had them on the show, and Alaya is a great, amazing dude. And I've been in contact with him a little bit, and he streams all the time. Alaya is the voice of Winter Soldier, but he like streams and he plays so much of Marvel Rivals, obviously. So I would love to play a little bit of that because it's a fun game. It's not that bad game unless it becomes a little bit sweaty. Then I'm not gonna be playing that game. Who's your favorite Max Payne? Which is your favorite Max Payne game from the trilogy? Max Payne 2. Max Payne 2, it is for me because I started from Max Payne 2, then I went to Max Payne 1, then I played Max Payne 3. But Max Payne 2 was my first game. So there was a little bit of a disconnect. I'm like, who is this Mona Sachs again? Whoever she is great. But yeah, there was a small disconnect for me, but it was not that big. But I really love Max Payne 2. I played Max Payne 2 so many times. Way too many times. I've shown it to my friend. My friend has played it too many times. We have played it together so many times, like, round by round, not in couch co-op or anything. But it doesn't have, anyway. But we both got introduced to Poets of the Fall because of Max Payne 2. We both of them got introduced to Poets of the Fall. And I was so happy that people from Poets of the Fall were interested in being on my show, which is like, oh gosh, like, it's like, oh, that's amazing. I've been listening to you guys' songs for so long. I still listen to their songs. Their songs are amazing, very underrated. It's a very underrated band, and I'm like, that's so cool. So Max Payne 2 introduced me to Poets of the Fall, and I'm so happy that they did because that band is amazing. They're geniuses. The lyrics are extraordinary. I've never seen those lyrics. I've never heard those lyrics. It's very cool. I hope you watched Dandadan. I have watched Dandadan. I watched both the seasons. I mean, why would I be interviewing Dandadan's voice actor if I haven't watched the show? I've watched the show. I watched season 2. I made sure I watched season 2 before I even asked the actors to be on the show. So I finished watching the show. For shows and movies, I always watch them before I reach out. And if I have reached out, I'll watch them if I'm interested in it. And I was very much interested to know from Abby and from AJ about Dandadan because I was watching them. And I was interested to see what happens in season 2. I'm still interested to see what happens in season 3. So when season 3 comes out, I'm going to be watching. So yeah, I have watched it. But I watched it in English. I didn't watch it in the Japanese dub. You should bring Marco Sarasto from Poets of the Fall in report. So Marco does not do interviews, as far as I know, as far as I got the information from the agent or the manager. Sorry, the manager told that Marco doesn't do interviews, which is fine. Like I think only Ollie and Marcus they do interviews now, but Marco does not. So I unfortunately cannot bring him because he does not do interviews. Manor Lords and Rimworld, love my builders. And then I fell in love with Expedition 33, but I haven't played it yet. I just won a copy from you during the Game Awards. Well, I hope you get the chance to play it because it's a fantastic game. Take your time. I mean, you're not in a hurry. The world is not ending and hopefully not soon. But yeah, the world is not ending and just, take your time. I think it's a brilliant game. I know one of my friends that I've been friends with him for like 10 plus years now. He loves RimWorld. He's a big fan of RimWorld. So I think he'll be happy to know that there's more people who love RimWorlds. I think a lot of people do love RimWorlds. I'm not a builder guy. I'm not a builder game person. The only building game sort of I played was Jurassic Evolution. That's the only one. I didn't play any other game. I do have City Skylines, but I never played it. So I'm not so... I think I might be if I get myself the time. And if I take everything away that I'm doing right now, maybe. But that's not happening. So... hey Paradise T, welcome. Other than Control Resonant, what games are you looking? Okay, before I answer that, I'm gonna again go back and answer the games that I loved this year. I'm gonna just really quickly switch scenes so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. So the game I was talking about before this was Echoes of the End. It's this brilliant looking game. Actually, I think it's a very good game. It's a third-person action adventure game set in Iceland, so the locations are brilliant and wonderful. The gameplay and the way the mechanics can be a little bit on and off for a lot of people. It can remind you a lot of God of War because there's a lot of mechanics which is very much similar to God of War 2018. But I think it's a fantastic game. Echoes of the End is really fun. They had launched an enhanced edition, which is basically the same edition but enhanced. So I have that game edition too. But it's a great game. I think it's a brilliant game made by a studio. This is their first game. And they've done a really good job. It's fully motion captured and amazingly acted. The storyline is, I've seen the storyline before, but it's also pretty well executed, I think so. So I had the lead actress from this game as well on the show, which has been really cool, and the director of the game. So I'm so happy that they made this game because it's very unique. It's very fun. Again, it's going to be mixed for people, but it's available at a very 50% off. So why not check it out? It's a pretty cool game. I think I really, really enjoyed this one. So that's Echoes of the End. I've also played this game called Dead Reset. This is an FMV game. I'm not sure that, but it's an FMV. You're basically watching a show and you're making choices, and based on choices you get to the next stage of the show essentially. It's episodic, not episodic, it's like one movie, one ongoing thing, but it's really, really well done. If you appreciate practical effects in movies, this is it. They have done everything in this game is done practically, and it is so good. It's like a love letter to practical filmmaking, because this monster that you're seeing is literally made practically. There's no CGI or anything. So I'm so happy though. They've done a brilliant job. This is a very cool game. So if you guys can check it out, check it out. Another game that I really enjoyed this year. Dead Take was a game that I liked. I wasn't such a big fan of the story, or the gameplay of that matter, but I'm pretty okay. So it's not really one of my favorite games of this year. Not Date Everything. Midnight Walk is another brilliant game. If you guys don't know, it's a horror game though. Another cool game. It's made by these really wonderful developers. Everything that you're seeing, these characters that you're seeing, are made in real life. So this character over here, this small dude, is made in clay in real life. They scanned it, put it in Unreal Engine. All the other characters, all the things that you see in the background, most of them are made in real life and then scanned into Unreal Engine 5. And it's brilliantly made. It's a horror game. You are escorting this guy, this small dude, to a particular place. And there's a great story. The game is heavy on storytelling. It is brilliant. It's also available on VR. So if you guys have a VR headset, try it on. One of my favorite games. Expedition 33 is obviously one of my favorite games of this year. Karma, The Dark World, another horror game. I'm sorry, I'm talking about a lot of horror games, but I like horror games. This is a brilliant horror game because, again, storytelling. I'm a big fan of storytelling, and this game has it. This game has a brilliant story, very amazing visuals, I would say. Very interesting story and an amazing music. I love great music in a horror game, and this game has that. So if you like horror games, if you like something very interesting, because this game has brilliant acting, my God, the performances in this game is amazing. So if you guys want to check it out, Karma, The Dark World is the game. Is available 33% off. I think you should definitely check it out if you are interested in it. Split Fiction, fantastic game. I had the opportunity to talk to Zoe and Mio from the game, Kaya-chan and the actors. I wish I could talk to Joseph Fares, the director, but I couldn't. KCD2, I'm still playing the game. I've almost have 100 hours. I'm still playing it. We'll see how far I can do. I can go. But I had the chance to talk to Tom McKay, the voice of Henry, or the actor of Henry, and Luke Dale, the actor of Hans Capon, which is very cool. And I think those are all the games that I played this year. I just bought these two games, Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, which I'll play. Arc Raiders has been fun also, very fun game. And Rue Valley is a new game that I've been playing, which is really, 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 really cool. So yeah, these are the games that I really liked in 2025. Sorry, before I wanted to answer your question, Paradise Tea. I'm sorry if kept you waiting. Those are the games I really liked. For the games I'm looking forward to in 2026, I am looking forward to Resident Evil Requiem. There's a lot of games. I don't have a list of it, but I am definitely looking forward to Resident Evil Requiem. That's number one. I've forgotten all the games. Do you guys have a list of games that you're looking forward to in 2026? I am definitely not looking forward to GTA 6. I'm sorry, I'm not that guy. Looking forward to 007 game, but I have to take a look at the list of games that's coming out next year. Games coming out in 2026. Let me see what games are coming out in 2026, because I've forgotten. If Tomb Raider is coming out in 2026, then that's another game that I'm looking forward to. I think the remake is coming out next year, but I'm sorry, I just don't remember, so I have to take a look at the list again. But Requiem, Resident Evil, 007, Exodus is a game that I'm looking forward to. Those are the games I can remember, I'm sorry. Next year, of course. What about Max Payne remake? Will it come? I'm not sure about if it's going to come 2026. I don't think so. We might get to hear about what's happening with Max Payne remakes in 2026. But I don't think so. It's coming out in 2026. You should come to Assam one day. I'd say I hope so. Your favorite Batman actor? Sorry if I'm not answering your questions very quickly. Favorite Batman actor? I mean, it depends. Like for animation, it's Kevin Conroy. Animation, voiceover, it's Kevin Conroy. Always will be. For movies, I don't know. I mean, for movies, I mean, I mean, Christian Bale is amazing, so I like his. I don't know if I would call him as my favorite. I like his Batman I liked not his Batman. I think I like Christopher Nolan Batman movies and not necessarily Christian Bale's Batman. I like the movies of Nolan's Batman. I don't really like Christian Bale's Batman that much. I do like Robert Pattinson's Batman a little bit more than Christian Bale's. I don't know if I have a favorite from the Batman movies. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite because it's very hard for me to pick a favorite. I like all these Batmans for very different reasons. Yeah, I don't know. It's very hard. I don't know if I have a Batman favorite. In terms of like games and stuff, like it's Kevin Conroy. It's just it's him. That's it. Like there's no questions asked. It's him. So, but yeah, I don't know if there's a Batman actor. It reminds me of the action sequences in Quantum Break. It's a little bit different, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I love the concept of the story, but not the gameplay. Really? I think the gameplay was the best part of the game. Dad Silencer, thank you so much for the 10 super chat. That's amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to getting back into video games. Control Resonant seem promising. Oh, wow. If Control Resonant will be your way to get back into video games, that would be amazing. I really hope you enjoy Control Resonant when it comes out. I don't know when it's coming out, but I'm assuming it would be somewhere in October. Somehow I'm thinking it's October. I don't know why. But it's either October or September. I think around that time. I'm not sure. I feel like that's what's going to happen, but I could be completely wrong. But I'm so looking forward to Control Resonant. It's going to be completely different from Control because it's an action RPG as compared to action adventure, which was what Control was. This is an action RPG. So I'm very curious to see how it's going to be. We're going to play as Dylan. I'm sure we're going to play as Jesse at some point. But Dylan, as I'm very interested. The Christopher Nolan Inception-esque thing that's happening, it's going to be very interesting. So we'll see. But thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that, man. Have you ever tried Spec Ops: The Line? It's amazing. Spec Ops: The Line is definitely one of the underrated, I feel like, video games that there exists. Unfortunately, you cannot buy it, which is very unfortunate, but it's such a great story game. I love the combat and I love the gameplay. It's a third-person action shooter game with a military-style combat and all that stuff, cover based. But it's so good. The story is unexpectedly great, I would say. If you get the chance, if you can get the game somewhere, it's not available, unfortunately, on Steam or on any other store. Try it out if you can, in any other way, if you can. Joseph Fares. Yeah, Joseph Fares directed 4 games. A Split Fiction, A Way Out, A Tale of Two Brothers. What's the other game? The husband and wife. It Takes Two. He is the owner of Hazelight Studios. Yes, his brother and they both were art filmmakers. Joseph moved away from filmmaking and went into games. His brother is still making movies. And Joseph Fares is doing... He's made like 4 games. So Split Fiction, It Takes Two won Game of the Year when it came out. The year it came out, it became Game of the Year. A Way Out, all of them are co-op games. Brother, A Tale of Two Sons was his game. Then he made the studio Hazelight, and then A Way Out, It Takes Two, and Split Fiction. And when Split Fiction came out, which is earlier this year, I think in March, in April, the team was working on the next game. So there's another game coming out, which... if Hazelight is making it, his mind and his ideas are amazing. So I'm very much excited to see what's going to happen. Was very experimental and also way ahead of the time. I don't know if experimental will be right to say, but it's very unique. It's a very unique take on... I feel like I've seen that in some of the movies, but it's very interesting to see that in a video game because usually action and story are not always... having those twists, especially when it comes to any action shooter games. Twists and stuff like that are not really that present in games, especially action shooter. Onimusha, Pragmata, Phantom Blade Zero, 007, RE9, Wolverine. There's another game, Wolverine. Yeah. That's cool. Great list. Great list of games. Phantom Blade Zero looks like interesting. I'm not sure I'm very excited for it. I'm looking forward to Pragmata. I played the demo. Plays amazing. So I'm looking forward to Pragmata. It's very interesting. 007, Resident Evil 9, Wolverine. I'm very excited. GTA 6 comment was kind of unexpected. Can you elaborate why you're not that guy? Yeah, I mean, I've never been a GTA guy. I've never been a GTA fanboy. I like GTA games. It's not gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna play this game. I like GTA games. I just have never been a fan of GTA as much as a lot of people are. I'm a fan of any other game than GTA. I think GTA, if from all the games, let's say I can list 10 games, GTA 6 will not be in those 10 games. Top 10 games that I'm looking forward to. GTA 6 is great, and I'm sure it's going to be amazing, and it will be amazing. I think I'll have a great time, but I'm not overly excited about it as a lot of people are. I'm overly excited about Resident Evil 9. I'm overly excited about 007 game. Overly excited about Exodus. There's a game called Replaced. It's an indie game. Overly excited about it. But I'm not so much excited for GTA 6. I just never have been. GTA San Andreas was also this. I mean, I really enjoyed the games, but I was never really that excited into it from Rockstar. If Rockstar is making like another Red Dead kind of game, I will be more looking into it. But yeah, not really GTA. Like, it's never been a thing for me. I'll still play it. I think I'll really have a good time, but I'm not just that excited as compared to a lot of people who are very excited for it. I'm not that guy. So I know a lot of people are really looking forward to it, which is great. But not me. I'm not that interested. Was Alan Wake 2 financial success? I mean, yes. I mean, they did make up the financial, the amount of money that they spent. They did make it up. It took some time because it was released on Epic, because Epic helped publish the game, which means they funded the game, help in the funding. So yeah, it was a success. They were able to recoup all the financial costs that they went through. I would say it was a huge success for the Remedy, the team, because they were able to experiment on things and do it so well. And I think that's what the result is. Financially, I think they have recouped the cost. Moving forward, I hope that if Alan Wake 3 exists, they can self-publish it, because Control Resonant is going to be their first game that they will be self-publishing, which they have not done before. Max Payne was published by Rockstar. Alan Wake was Alan Wake published by Remedy? I don't know who published Alan Wake. I don't know if it was Remedy or not. But Control was published by Epic. Alan Wake 2 was published by Epic. And so this is going to be the first game that they are going to be publishing by themselves, because they now own the IP Control, and also they own Alan Wake. So I'm happy that they have their first self-publishing game with Control Resonance. I'm really hoping that they do a good job. Hey Shiva, how's it going? Yeah, Control is on sale. That's Silencer. I realize I'm old. The film that made Ferris Brothers big here is like 25 years old. I haven't watched any of his movies, unfortunately, but I know that his brother still makes movies, and he had some movies released, and he was there, promoting his brother's movie as well. I don't know where exactly, but yeah. Yes, Control Resonant, not Resonance, is the sequel to Control that came out in 2019. Yeah. But how are you doing, Shiva? I hope you're doing well. Dhruv Srivastav, hi. In 2026, I would really love a game to explore STEM-like concept, like in The Evil Within. Huh. Very interesting. Evil Within is a game that I would love to. I have not played Evil Within. I would love to play that game. I know it's a brilliant game. I would love to. I wish there was a third game, but it will not be unless somebody else creates it. Hugh Larry? Who is Hugh Laurie? Sorry, Hugh Laurie? I know. Oh, him? I mean, he is one of the greats out there. I forget some of the actors' names sometimes because I've not seen a lot of the show. But I mean, I've seen clips and moments from House. But again, like I said, he is a celebrated, high-profile actor. It's very hard to get high-profile actors, but again, like I said, I'm going to try to bring some of the actors that I would love to have on the show. Shawn Ashmore was the beginning, I would say, but I don't know if I can bring all these high-profile actors because it takes a little bit of... I don't know, like what I actually don't know. To be honest, I have no idea, but I'll try to see what is possible and what is not. So let's see. If you like story more than gameplay, you should try GTA 4. It is more serious and dark. I mean, it's not exactly, I would not say I like story more than gameplay per se. I do like a good story for sure. Story helps me push through the game, definitely. If a gameplay is bad, it becomes a little bit harder to go through the story, but I will still go through the story through the game. If the story is good, I'll still go through it. Not that I will necessarily enjoy the gameplay, but if the story is good enough, I would love to see the end of it. But I do want to have a good gameplay. You know, there's few games whose gameplay I don't really like that much, and I just end up not playing a lot because I didn't like the gameplay that much, and the story was not able to push me forward. But for a lot of people, it did. But for me, it didn't. Just for example, do I have an example? I don't know if I have an example, but there are certain games. There's very few of them, but there's very few small select games that I did play that I didn't enjoy the gameplay so much, and the story was not even also pulling me. So I just, couldn't finish it, and couldn't finish the game. Trying to see if I have an example or not. Let's see. I'm just taking a look at what's this? My library. If I can find any game. Well, it will take some time to find a game. But yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of game, but there are some games that whose gameplay, if I don't enjoy that much, then it'll be a little hard to go through. But yeah, I still like story a little bit more. If story can push me and connect with me, then I'll go. GTA 4 is masterpiece. Nico Bellic's story was so tragic. Yeah, I not finished GTA 4. I know it's one of the least talked about games, but I know that game has more realism, more interesting storytelling aspects of it. So I have not finished GTA 4, unfortunately. Honestly, I hope GTA 6 never happens. By now, it's better as a meme, and whatever kind of game they release, it will be disappointed because of the hype. True, I feel like a lot of people would be disappointed because of the hype. That happens all the time. I think GTA 5 also went through that. A lot of people did not like GTA 5 initially because it was not launched in that good of a state, especially on PC. It was like in a horrible state. But you never know. Maybe they will do a pretty good job. I don't know. It's been delayed 3 times, so we'll see. No way, I love GTA. Don't jinx it. I mean, I'm not. Oh, you're jinxing with that. I mean, anything can happen. You might be disappointed a little bit depending upon what you were expecting. I think a lot of people expect Red Dead Redemption 2 levels of storytelling or realism. I don't think so. You will see that. I personally don't expect that because they're very different games, and so I don't really believe that the same level of quality or level of detail that Red Dead Redemption 2 had will be in GTA 6. That's at least what I think so. Alan Wake 2 would have been an immediate success if it had come out on Steam. Like, I'm a student, and on Epic you only get credit. You get credit/debit, but on Steam you get various options to buy. Yeah, surely. You do get a lot of options to buy in the hell. You do get a lot of options to buy in Epic, which is always great. But but Epic helped publish the game, so that's why they kept it in Epic, which is unfortunate. I wish it would probably eventually come to Steam, but I hope it comes to Steam soon, because that would be a little bit odd to not come to Steam. I love the social commentary in GTA 5. For example, the Live Invader app. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Live Invader app is pretty good. But I think I know what you mean, and respect you for sticking your head out with that controversial opinion on GTA. I mean, I don't know if it's controversial. I think controversial opinions would be GTA just never had good gameplay or something like that. I mean, that is more controversial opinion. I feel like something that a lot of people do like, or some other people don't. I don't have that. I don't think so. GTA games are bad. I think GTA games are great. But I just personally, hold on. Personally, I just don't see anything. Jeez, sorry about that. Personally, I just not so much interested and excited for GTA 6 as a lot of people are. Not saying that GTA 6 is bad gameplay, bad story. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm just not interested in it as a game. Just never was. Just something that I just didn't have. I just never had. Let's say I'd never had an interest with any of the Mafia games. I never had that kind of interest with Mafia games. I never had that kind of interest with Watch Dogs. Never had that kind of interest with Avatar. I just didn't have such kind of interests with those games. Not because they were open worlds, but because I don't know what it is exactly, but I still like it. I don't know. I cannot really place why, but just not so much. I just completed my second playthrough of AC Origins. I have like 350 hours in that game. Jeez. Used to watch Aya VA's episode, but still waiting for Abu Bakar Salim. I would love to have Abu. He's an amazing actor, but I don't know if he gets the time because he is acting. He's also doing some acting roles. Then he's auditioning. He has his own studio now, Surgeon Studios. So I don't know if he will get the time. I hope he does. I would love to have him on the show because, I mean, he's obviously a fan of horror. And I'm a fan of horror. So, like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that happens or not. GTA is nothing like RDR. It's basically social satire. I mean, you never know what happens with GTA. We'll come live on New Year. Awesome. Spud Sally, how's it going? Hope I really enjoyed your content this year. I started watching your podcast with Luke, who played James in Silent Hill. Oh, hey, thank you so much for joining in. Spud, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for watching Luke's episode, who plays James, Luke Roberts. He's a phenomenal dude. He is also coming in his next game that was announced earlier this year. Oh my God, come on. Hold on. I need to find it. Because I messaged him, because he made a reel about it. And I messaged him like, oh shit, you're in this game. It's a new game. It's a new action game. It's not a story-based game. It's an action game. But I'm forgetting what game it is. Instagram is not working for me. But there's a new game that's coming out that he's a part of. But yeah, Luke Roberts is amazing. We talked a little bit about Max Payne, but at the time last year, Konami did not want that portion to be out. They specifically told me like, hey, can you just take that off? Which is, I'm very respectful on that front, on that side. So I cut it out. But we talked about Max Payne a little bit because he's a fan of Max Payne, which is so cool. So we talked about Max Payne. We talked about there's a show that he was a part of from Guillermo del Toro. I'm forgetting the name. It's just multiple stories. It's a horror story, but a horror show, but it's multiple. Every episode is a new story. I'm forgetting the name, but he was part of that show. So I talked about him about that as well, and Max Payne. And he was like, my camera kept on going off in my main recording, and he was like, "Oh, you definitely gonna dress up as Max Payne when the camera turns on." So it was like, it was that. Yeah, there's some game. I'm forgetting what game it is, but yeah, he's amazing guy. He's an amazing dude. Your opinion on Max Payne movie 2008? Let's be honest, it was a dog crap. Instead of cast James as Max, they casted Mark Wahlberg as Max, and his Max is the worst portrayal of this movie. Yeah, Max Payne movie was not good. I mean, I do agree with it. I don't see. Here's the thing about. I don't think so. Casting James as Max would have worked. Usually, what happens with movies is, if you're making a movie, you need to advertise the movie. You need to sell the movie, and make sure that it's promoted in the right way. There's a reason why some of the IPs like Max Payne, some of the video game IPs, always try to attach a bigger Hollywood actors on the movie, so that it's the actors and the director, maybe their names will be good enough, like would be a amplification power to market the movie, and so that people get to know about it and then they see it. If Max Payne was made by James, like if James McCaffrey was in it, I think people who like Max Payne will be watching it, but others, they will not even watch it because they don't know who the hell this is. But because Mark Wahlberg was attached to it, because who else was there? Mila Kunis was attached to it. It got some power. It got some people know, like, oh, I know Mark Wahlberg. I know Mila Kunis. Okay, let me see what the trailer is. Okay, let me check out the movie. So it helps in marketing. It's a marketing approach. The movie was not written that well. The movie direction-wise was a little bit odd as well. So the movie overall was not that great. They did not capture, I don't know what they captured. The only thing that they captured was, I think, the tone, not tone, but like the color, the look of the movie. But apart from that, it was like, I don't know what the hell happened towards the end. But like, yeah, I don't remember that movie. I just remember one portion. I was like towards the end, I was like, what the hell? So it was not a good movie, and I hope they don't make another movie. If Max Payne gets a live action thing, then it should be a show, not a movie. Hey Hope, welcome on it. For me, Black Myth Wukong was one of those games. Great game, especially according to the reviews, but it was lacking gripping story for me. I didn't really enjoy the gameplay. Too much dodging. That's fine. That's completely fine. I think I will not be able to play Black Myth Wukong because I know I will get frustrated. Not that, like, I've never played Souls games and I will not be able to play Souls games, so I don't play them. But Black Myth Wukong has some really good story. I think it has some really cool lore behind it. There's some pockets of stories that I like. I don't like the whole story. There's like pockets of stories that I really like. There's some really cool moment with Zhu Bajie, which is amazing. There's like one particular episode which is like so heartbreaking. So Zhu Bajie has like some great moments. So there's some pockets of stories in Black Myth Wukong which are really good. And I think the way, again, it's been presented and the way the acting was done is really phenomenal, I feel like. So, oh yes, Microsoft published it and then they got it from Microsoft. They got it back. By the way, what's been your favorite game this year? I don't know if I can mention one favorite game this year. That is very, very hard for me. I don't have a single favorite game. I will I can talk to you, like mention games that I enjoyed this year a lot, and I can give you a condensed probably list instead of talking like a whole list that I mentioned. I would say Expedition 33 is going to be in that list. KCD 2 will be in that list. I would really say Death Stranding 2 would be on that list. Ghost of Yotei would be on that list too. I'm playing those games, by the way. I've not finished them. But those two games. Chronos The New Dawn will be another one. And The Midnight Walk. These are the games that I really, really enjoyed this year. And then comes the other ones. But yeah, these are the games I really enjoyed this year. I think Chronos The New Dawn is amazing. And The Midnight Walk is fabulous. Really, really well done. I'm also playing another game called Rue Valley, which is like made by the people who made Disco Elysium. And it's a very interesting game. I had not finished it, but there's a lot of games I haven't finished, by the way. So I'm trying to finish them. Have you tried Soma yet? It really makes you think about the decisions. Oh yeah, Soma is amazing. Soma is awesome. I'm so excited for the next game actually. What's the next game? I forgot. Soma Frictional Games. What are they making? They have a new game coming up that they announced. Come on. No, not that game. They just announced, Ontos, however you spell it. That's the next game that they're making, which I'm looking forward to it because it looks pretty cool. So Ontos is the next game that I'm looking forward to. But yeah, Soma is amazing. Soma is a brilliant game. One of the best horror games, I think. Sorry. Is there any chance Kaji Tang can come? Have you watched Jujutsu Kaisen? No, I have not watched Jujutsu Kaisen. Kaji Tang, I don't know who that is. Might know by name. I might not know by name, but might have seen him. I also don't know him at all. I'm sorry. It's like seems like he's an anime actor, but I don't know. I don't think so. I've watched any shows that he is voiced in. Oh, he's Vegeta. Okay, in 2017. Okay, I'm not sure. I mean, I've not watched any of his shows, so can't say if I can. If I will have him or not. I've been thinking of starting KCD 1. Been in my library for a year already. KCD 1 is really nice. I think KCD 1 is also very cool. KCD 2 has improved on things from KCD 1, but KCD 1 is brilliant. I think it's a really cool RPG experience like KCD 2. KCD 2 has improved on things, but KCD 1 is still amazing. So if you have the game, definitely try it out. I think you will get more context about the game and how the game actually progresses. And if you like that, then you will like KCD 2 even more. So there's that. Do you also think KCD 2 should have won at least RPG genre award instead of Expedition 33 sweeping or claiming all the awards in the Game Awards? I mean, yeah, I would have appreciated it, but that does like I don't. For me, awards to video games doesn't really matter as much to me personally. I know a lot of people celebrate it to the biggest extent. And I'm very happy for the people who have won it because they deserve it. But I'm not so much like if a game does not win it, then I'm going to be against the other game or I'm going to debate about it. I just don't see that. I don't debate on like who should have won an award. I play a game, I enjoy it, I see people are enjoying it, I see if the people who made the game are having a good time. Like if they see that their game has been a success, great. That's how I see things. If a game does not win an award, I don't, debate about it. It's never been a thing for me specifically. I know a lot of people love awards and love talking about it, who should have won and all that stuff. But for me, it's been about like, hey, if you like the game, great. Can you just recommend it to other people who like that specific genre and tell them why they should play it and let them know about these games? And that's it. That's how I usually go by the game. So if it didn't win any awards at the Game Awards, which it didn't, and it didn't win the RPG award, it's fine. I mean, it would have been great than Expedition 33 because KCD2 is much more of an RPG experience than Expedition 33 is. But I don't dwell on it with the fact that, oh my god, didn't win. I feel like I feel like the game is so good and a lot of people are playing it. A lot of people are exploring it for the first time. That's a big win. And I'm just trying to tell my friends like, hey, you like RPG? And I'm explaining to them why they would like this game. And then they're like, oh shit, this is great. I'm like, yeah, it's available on sale. Get it. And so I'm doing that instead of like, oh, it didn't win awards. Like that's not a conversation. That's not a topic I talk about. So I don't really have like a odd feeling about it for me. Specifically for me, I know a lot of people have a different feeling. Gojo Satoru and voice of one Hashira in Demon Slayer. I don't watch a lot of anime to be really honest. Dan Dan was the one I watched because I heard about it somewhere and then I watched it. But I've not watched a lot of anime. I've watched the least amount of anime. So I'm not an anime watcher. So I don't really consume a lot of anime. I've consumed so less of it. I don't watch much of the shows. I was watching Demon Slayer for a little bit when I was going to have Abby for the very first time on the show. I was watching Demon Slayer because she's in Demon Slayer. I didn't finish the show because I don't know. I was watching some other things as well, so I didn't finish the show. But it's a fun show, but I have not finished it. So I'm not so much into anime, unfortunately. My biggest prediction for 2026 is as Ubisoft's Black Flag will fail miserably. What? I mean, I don't know. Maybe if it exists, I guess it does, but I don't know. I really don't expect anything from them. Ubisoft, I don't know what's happening with that company. I don't know. Everybody's as confused as we all are. So you should bring both Roger Clark and Roger Craig Smith on your podcast, and also Benjamin Davis. Benjamin, yeah, from RDR, and Rob Wythoff. I would love to. I would really do. The only problem with Roger Clark and Rob Wythoff, I'd love those guys. Those guys are amazing actors. They have done so many interviews at this point. They've had so many conversations at this point that I genuinely don't think I can bring anything more. I genuinely don't believe that I can bring something more stories I can share. I just genuinely don't believe that. Like, I feel like they've already shared everything that was there to share, that everything that they needed to share. And both of those guys stream on Twitch. Rob and Roger, they both stream on Twitch. So I don't know, anything that you want to know, they have already shared. So I feel like there's nothing else to share because they've already done that. So I genuinely believe that. And that's why I've not really reached out to them, because I feel like, I don't know what I will be doing. You can find them anyway. So that's been one of the things that I feel like they have not been a part of any new project. I know Roger Craig has been part of some of the new projects. Like there was like a small indie game he was a part of, and there was another game called Fort Solis he was a part of. But yeah, I don't know. With Red Dead specifically, I don't know if I can. But I would love to have Benjamin Davis, even though Benjamin Davis also has talked a lot about Dutch. I love his voice though. His voice is amazing. But yeah, I don't know. They've already been around these conventions and all these conversations have already been shared online. I don't know what else I can really share because I've shared so much already. Is there a trailer? No, there's no trailer for Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake. For me, a award show like E3, a award show like E3, just tune in for reviews and having less awards doesn't make game bad. And having less awards doesn't make game bad. For example, Spider-Man 2. I didn't understand what you said. Don't exactly know what he said, but okay. Your opinion on Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma? Let's be honest, EST producers are milking the show day by day, and seeing Dilip Joshi means Jethalal try. I have not seen that show in God knows how long. I don't watch a lot of Indian shows. I don't watch Indian TV. I don't watch shows from India. I don't watch a lot of Bollywood movies. I don't know what the last Bollywood movie I watched, to be honest. I didn't watch any. I don't think so. I watched any Bollywood movie in 2020 for this year. I just didn't. So I don't watch and consume a lot of Indian content. You know, I don't know. I'm just not been so interested. There's very specific stuff that I get interested in. Very, very specific ones. But no, I've not watched a lot of. Which ones did I watch? Watch something in Hall. I don't know. I don't remember the name. But yeah, I don't watch much, so I don't have any opinion. I really don't do well with open world games. I would play a. Sorry, where did it go? Tightly packed, linear and story-driven experience that leaves some impact on my life and leaves me thinking. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I feel like there are a lot of these open world games that also have that. So I would say Red Dead Redemption is one example. Both the games, 1 and 2. Horizon Forbidden West and Horizon Zero Dawn has that. Witcher 3 has that. Skyrim has that as well. Storytelling wise, open world game. If you guys have any more recommendations, let me know. But I feel like these are some really good games. Yeah, trying to figure out, trying to think about more open world games. But these are the ones I can remember. I mean, Zelda is another game that is I don't know if Zelda has a good story or not, but like the games that I didn't mention has some good stories. So open world games, they can have good story depending on what you're playing. Akshay Khanna, I always loved Akshay Khanna. I think he was very good from the very beginning. The first movies I watched him. Akshay Khanna, I saw him first in Race. I think Race is the movie I first saw him. And then some old movies I've seen. I don't remember the movies' names, but I've always loved him. People didn't talk about him then. I don't know. Like, I've always liked that actor. He has been amazing ever since I've seen him. Benjamin Davis was in Guardians 3. What? Oh my god, I cannot type. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Was? I didn't even see him. Oh, hey, I didn't know who this was guy. Oh, he's there. Bleatle Snort? Why have I not seen him? Oh, Tara Strong. Did he give some voice? I don't. What is this? Bleatle Snort. Your TG Volume 3. I don't remember this. Oh. Whoa, that was him? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I did not recognize him. All right. That's pretty cool. I did not recognize him. Thanks for letting me know. Fort Solis was a good game, though not properly out. Fort Solis, I didn't enjoy it that much. Fort Solis was not a good game for me. I think the Fort Solis was just was a tech demo. At the very best, I feel like it was a very good tech demo kind of game. Everything looked very good. It was like highly detailed. You were moving so slowly. The animations were so slow that it really felt like a tech demo to me. The story was so predictable to me. Performances were great, but the story was so damn predictable. And I was like, I don't know what is happening here. I was kind of bored, but I just didn't really enjoy Fort Solis. It was not kind of my kind of game. I played Life is Strange. I played My Walking Sims, but this game was a little slow, a lot slower. It was more like a tech demo. I was expecting a little bit differently, but it was a little different game. So I don't know. It was just, I didn't really like Fort Solis. It had its optimization issues, but didn't like it that much. If game didn't win any awards, it doesn't mean it's bad. Like Spider-Man 2, this decent game, it didn't win anything at the Game Awards. Yeah, I mean, for sure. A lot of people do talk about how a lot of people do play some of the games. Like Expression 33 got a huge boost in sales after the Game Awards, which is great. I mean, that is the power of the Game Awards and award shows. But at the same time, I don't think so an award should justify the reason why a game is that good. If you like a game, you like a game. And an award should not justify that this game is good. People talk about the game and the game is good in general, and that's it. So that's what you need to know about. Are you excited for Nolan's Odyssey. I am looking forward to it. I don't know how the movie is going to be. I want to see the movie and judge it for myself. Tenet was a movie that I didn't like that much as compared to any of the Christopher Nolan movies. But I want to see what Odyssey is about. I'm excited for the trailer. I mean, for the movie. I saw the trailer. It was good. There's a lot of cool things. But I just want to see the movie and see how it is exactly. So I'm looking forward to it. Am I very excited for it? Not so much, but I'm looking forward to it. I know Nolan does a great job. I want to see the story and see what it is and what he wanted to say in his story. So Dan Houser, I know he did many interviews recently, so maybe you two could just discuss the topic why GTA 6 is so overhyped. I mean, I would love to have him. Dan Houser has built some of the best games out there. And the best part, he's more of a story guy. So I would love to have Dan Houser. Like you just mentioned, Dan Houser has already been in so many interviews. And I feel like he has done that one interview where he discussed about everything. And I feel like that is a great interview to have. And I would love to have him. I'm not so sure if I can have him, although I would love to try. But I'm not so sure because he has already done so many interviews in like recent times, like in the last 4 months, he has done so many interviews now. So I don't know. Fingers crossed, I would love to, but let's see. That would be a great guest to have. I have to see. When you have so many good stories in video games, why should I waste my time with Bollywood? We are actually moving towards games for stories. Games for stories from movies. I mean, I wouldn't say that. For me, it's not that is that I enjoy stories and games and I'm not going to watch movies. I love movies. I love watching movies. I love watching movies a lot. I love watching TV shows. There's not been a lot of Bollywood movies that have interested in me. There's a lot of Hollywood movies that did not interest me. I'm going to give one example, which a lot of people liked and I didn't like it that much. This is the new movie that came out this year, One Battle After Another, which I did not like. It was like an okay movie for me. And it's Leonardo DiCaprio in it, and he's a great actor. I didn't personally like it that much, but it's one of the bigger movies out there. So I don't know, like I don't have that like I'm gonna play games and but I just never really got interested in some of the Bollywood movies. With the trailers and everything, I see some of the trailers, but I just didn't get really interested. And if a trailer does not interest me, I just don't watch it. So there's that. And sometimes it depends upon genres. I have a very select genre that I like. I treat Game Awards like E3 or Gamescom. I just tune in for game reveals and all. I actually treat Game Awards not as E3. I actually want the Game Awards to be an award show because it is written in the name award show, because it's very disrespectful when you're running an award show and not giving away awards on stage for art direction, for best story narrative. I think that was on stage, but some of the ones that are not on stage, I'm like, why are they not on stage? So I want the Game Awards to be on the award, like it should be an award show, reveal the things, but it should be an award show. I just hate the fact that best independent game was given on the fucking side. It just makes no sense. I feel like it's very disrespectful. So if you're doing an award show, do it properly. And I feel like the Game Awards does not do that properly. So that's my 2 cents on it. Anything new you've learned this year? YouTube stuff live? That's an interesting question. Anything? So Shiva's question is very interesting. Anything new that I have learned in 2025 around YouTube, around life? That's a very hard question. That's a very hard question to answer. I mean, YouTube wise, I don't know if there's anything I can say right now that I learned. In terms of YouTube, I'm trying to think about what have I learned. If anything new. I don't know if there's anything new, but I think it's from YouTube specifically or YouTube, anything related to YouTube stuff. I don't think so I have that, but from life in general, I think the things that I've learned, which is related to YouTubing or making content, is not making content that other people would want to make, and making content that I personally want to make. I have a very small, not small, but I have a very select list of topics that I like talking about. For me, like I said, in video games, storytelling is for forefront of any video game. I don't know when that switch happened, but it happened, and because I like video games for video games and not for a story, but that switch happened at some point. And so I like talking about story. There's a lot of moments And I can give example of Expedition. I can give example of KCD2 as well. If anybody, like a lot of people have played KCD2, there are scenes that I feel like people don't talk about, and it's the scenes where Henry gets these. Sorry about this. Henry gets these flashbacks. Not flashbacks, but gets his like dream-like sequences where it's one light, one red light, and scenes are in black and white, and there's just one red light. And I love those scenes because everything calms down, all the music is gone. It's Henry dealing with his darkness and with other characters that are living with him and giving him that push to be on that dark side, I suppose. I love those scenes, and those are scenes that I notice. Those are the scenes that I think about. So I have those to talk about, but I know a lot of people don't talk about those things. A lot of people just talk about, hey, what this got delayed, by the way. Oh, hey, look at that. These people got laid off. Oh, hey, this game got leaked. Oh, this controversy happened on video games. And I know people love talking about it, and I know people love talking about those topics and sharing about them having debates and this game should have won this game, all of these things. I'm not that guy. I've never been that person who is like very much looking forward to talk about, oh, so this is what I expect from this new game that was revealed. I don't know. Here's what I'm expecting from Resident Evil 9. I just don't have that. I'm just going to wait. I'm the person who will wait, play the game, and then have my opinions. I will not have a made up opinions and made up wants for a game that is not even out yet. So I'm a very different person from that side. And I feel like I've always made content which other people wanted to make and other people make. And I try to push in that direction because that's what everybody is doing and that's what everybody likes and that's what everybody talks about. I think I should be that. And I tried that for a really long time. And that I'm realizing that I cannot talk about those. I can only talk about the things that I really like. And I think some people like that stuff when I talk about that stuff, or those interviews or those conversations that I have on my podcast reflect those thoughts that I have in my head. And I would love to make more content either on YouTube or on social media, Instagram specifically, to share some of my opinions on games in my way, which I usually don't do on YouTube. I could do it on YouTube. I've never really done it, but sharing my opinions in a little different way. So that's the one thing that I've learned, to talk about things that I am interested in, because I'm very much interested in very different things, which are a little bit niche, but I like it. So that is one thing which is a little bit related to YouTube. And at the same time, I think also in life in general is just trying to be myself, which I've not really been overall. I try to impress other people. That has happened. Not so much, that has reduced quite a bit, but I try to be what everybody sort of wants me to be in some way, and I'm trying not to be that. So that is one of the things that I'm trying to learn as well. So it's an ongoing process. It's going to take some time. But yeah, I think those are the things. I just don't know that. I think more things will come in my head if I think about it more. But right now, those are the things that I can think about. So there's that. Sorry if that took a long time to answer. I'm sorry. I recently binged all Bond movies. Oh, I actually have not seen Bond movies. I would love to watch them. I think movies go two ways lately: mindless popcorn flick or Oscar bait, and nothing between. Yeah, mindless popcorn flick would be nice. Oscar bait, I mean, I never had an Oscar bait, really. If a movie has won an Oscar, I'm great for them. I have not watched Anora. Somebody mentioned about Anora. Wind Jester says Anora won the Oscar last year, when for me it's just not an amazing movie. Great. I mean, for me, a movie winning an Oscar does not let me watch the movie. If I like the premise of it, I'll watch it. If I like the trailer, sometimes I like the trailer, I watch the trailer and then get excited about it. And some of the genres, like especially horror and thriller, I want to know the names and I'm going to watch it by myself without watching any trailers or anything. So that's genre specific. I watch that way. Hey, Gato. You should bring Shailesh Lodha. He loves to give an interview and he is the modern poet, to be honest. And he played Tarak Mehta on the show. I am not going to be bringing anyone, those guys, on my show. My show is very different. And it's not related to that, unfortunately, no. TJ is, it has been like that for a while, 90% trailers, 10% awards, yeah. The DICE Awards, I believe, are all 100% awards. DICE Awards is one. BAFTA Game Awards is another one. Golden Joystick Awards is another one. there's some good award shows. I feel like BAFTA Game Awards is very respectful award show, which happens every the next. It's gonna happen next year in April, so I'm looking forward to that. It's a great award show. And Golden Joystick Awards is good. EA Dice Awards is good. Not EA. Why I'm saying EA. EA does not do anything. Can you describe what your dream game would be? Like if you have some vision, what type of game be created would be your dream come true? I don't know if I can answer that question because I don't have a dream game. Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't have a dream game or something. These are some questions that, the questions that you asked, nothing wrong with your question, Dhruv, but questions like the one that you asked are questions about what do you expect to see at the Game Awards? What games would you expect to see or at E3 or whatever it is? And what a game would you like to bring back? I just don't have answers to that because I don't know. I just don't look at that way. For me, I don't have a dream game. I like games. I don't know. I like games. If there's a concept, I like the concept. I'll play them. That's the same for movie. I don't have a dream movie or anything that would be nice to make. I don't have a dream story that I like to see. I don't have anything like that. It's very hard to talk about a dream game because that's I don't have a vision for a type of game. I never had a vision for a type of game. I just like games. I like storytelling in games, and if there's a concept that is interesting, like there's a game called Replaced, which looks amazing. So I just want to play that. I don't know. Like, so I just don't have a concept for a game. I never had one, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I don't know if I can answer that question because I just don't have any idea in my head. And that's why you have such amazing in-depth conversation on a specific topic instead of shallow chit-chat most interviewers talk about. I appreciate that, man. Adam, that means a lot. I try, I have very specific things that I have in my head in terms of making of it and all of that stuff. So I'm happy that I have those because then I get some really cool answers, especially like from guys like Sam Lake and Jennifer Swedberg-Yen, who is the writer of Expedition 33, and Timon Smaktela, who is the franchise director of Dying Light. So I've had some great conversations. So yeah, I appreciate that. You should criminal justice on or watch. I'm assuming you took a very different take on normal court dramas. There's a lot of things to watch, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe I'll take a look. Would you recommend Chronos if my expectations are somewhat of Resident Evil 2 and 4 remake? Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4. If you are looking for Resident Evil 4, if you're more into Resident Evil 4 than Resident Evil 2, then you will not like Chronos. Because Chronos is not action like Resident Evil 4. Chronos is not horror as much as Resident Evil 2, but there are there are similarities to Resident Evil 2's I don't know, suddenly coming into your screen moments. But I would say if you like Dead Space, then I think you'll like Chronos and New Dawn. If you're into Dead Space, specifically Dead Space, I feel like that's a much closer comparison, or not comparison, but a closer ideology of what this game is, Chronos. But Chronos is a slower game, and it's very methodical. You have to be very strategic in terms of how you need to play the game. But it's not Resident Evil-ish. But it's sort of somewhat closer to Resident Evil 2. It's very close to Dead Space, I would say. Very close to Dead Space. But also very different, but closer to Dead Space. You found Dead Space Remake very underwhelming? Did you play Dead Space, the original game? I don't know if you played Dead Space or not. Have you played Fallout games? No, I have not played Fallout games. I just never could get into it. Fallout games, I never could get into Fallout, unfortunately. I know a lot of people love Fallout, which is great. I just could not get into Fallout. I have seen the show. I've not seen... I mean, season 2 is not out yet, right? Or is it out? I don't know. Is season 2 out? I don't know. Is it coming out? Oh, okay, it's out. So it's 2 episodes are out. So I've not watched season 2 yet. But I like season 1. But I've never played Fallout. I've played Fallout. I never went that far into it. Like, it was like probably 2 hours in and I was suspended. Are you following Stranger? Hold on, I just missed something. Yeah, is like asking you for favorite games of all time. There's so many. Yeah, I cannot never answer favorite game of all time. I just love the game. Awesome. That's great. Are you following Stranger Things? I sort of haven't touched it since season 3. I love Stranger Things. Stranger Things is amazing. I really enjoy that show. I really like Duffer Brothers and all the actors. Like I said earlier, when I started the stream, I just watched season 5, volume 2, which has 3 episodes, and finale of season 5 is coming on New Year's, literally 1st of Jan. And after watching the 3 episodes of volume 2, I was watching a lot of interviews. Literally today, I was watching a lot of interviews from the cast, and including the directors, because I just love it. I just love watching these things. So yeah, I love Stranger Things. I'm a big fan of the show. I found Dead Space remake very ultimate. Sorry, I just said that. Resident Evil 4 is hella fun. RE2 is proper horror. Yeah, RE2 is definitely horror. I think in terms of horror, the best horror, not best horror, but in terms of horror in the recent times of Resident Evil 7 is way up there. Any favorite Indian YouTuber? I don't watch a lot of, I've watched so less of Indian YouTubers, but Zaya is one that I like. I think she is very awesome. What she has done, what she's accomplished is really cool. Yeah, Zaya is the one that I watch. I don't know if you know Zaya, XYAA, but she is very cool. And because she plays a lot of different games instead of just playing, I don't know, Valorant or PUBG or whatever. Any soundtrack or song from games recently that you enjoyed, aside from Expedition 33? Any soundtrack or songs from games? Karma: The Dark World has an amazing music, amazing soundtrack. Chronos: The New Dawn has a pretty cool soundtrack. Very, very nice. I don't have names for the soundtrack, but these 2 games have great soundtrack. Hold on, let me just check. No, Ghost of Your Day is fine. Let me check my Steam library just in case if I forget. Dispatch? I mean, yeah, Dispatch has some great soundtracks. I'll find the songs. Yeah, I can think of these games. Death Stranding 2 has a great soundtrack. So there's that. Those are the games. By the way, thank you for 2 people subscribed earlier, but thank you so much for the subscriptions. I appreciate it. We just crossed 25,000 subscribers, which is nuts, which is amazing. So thank you so much, guys, for subscribing to the channel and watching the show. Whenever you started watching, I really appreciate it. So this is sort of this like a celebration. We're only 2 hours in, so I really appreciate you guys being here for the first, really before the year ends. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to stay here for a little bit, but thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And, thank you so much for subscribing and all. It really means a lot. I don't know how else to say it, but it truly means a lot to me. OG Dead Space, I did not play, but played the remake. I found very underwhelming. I mean, I don't think so. You will find it OG Dead Space so different, but I wish you did find Dead Space good, because I feel like Dead Space and Resident Evil 2. I mean, Dead Space and Resident Evil 4, I think, has the similarities. But yeah, I really enjoyed Dead Space because it was very much heavily inspired from Resident Evil. So, unlike the gameplay of Baldur's Gate, like games, but damn, that Divinity trailer at the Game Awards was so awesome to create hype. Yeah, I mean, don't expect it to be that, Shiva. Don't expect Divinity to be the way the trailer looks, because it's a cinematic trailer. I don't know if you have played Diablo, but Diablo has great cinematics. That's not how the game looks like, by the way. So don't expect it to be, I don't know, like a third-person God of War, Red Dead Redemption, Last of Us kind of gameplay, because it will not be that. So yeah, it will probably be more like Baldur's Gate, because that's how they have always made their games. I like Baldur's Gate. I've not finished that game either. But I like Baldur's Gate style of game. I just need to give more time to that game, and that game requires a lot of time. Alan Wake 2 is a very heavy game. I don't know whether my graphics card is outdated or the game itself is unoptimized. The game is, I don't know if it's unoptimized. I mean, it is to a degree. I will say it is a little bit unoptimized. But I mean, check the graphics card. I mean, your graphics card, if you can play it, I hope you can. Because it is a little bit heavy on the system. It was heavy on my system. I cannot stream that game. I can play by myself, but I cannot stream it because FPS drop very, very, very much. So there's that. So, just check, just double check. Maybe check your graphics card and watch some YouTube videos and see how they perform. Compared to RE4, RE7 is pure horror. I believe 9 will be a mix of... Yeah, 9 will be a mix of horror gameplay with Grace Ashcroft and action with Leon Kennedy, because the daddy is back home. Everybody loves him, obviously. The appearance of mother of Baker family with long limbs was quite... Yeah, she was terrifying. She is still terrifying. It's amazing. Max Payne 3 soundtrack is goated as fuck. All thanks to health. Max Payne 3. I was not that big of a fan of Max Payne 3 soundtrack. I like the gameplay, but I'm not a big fan of soundtrack of Max Payne 3. I like Max Payne 2's soundtrack a lot more than 3. I also like Max Payne 2's gameplay a lot more. I also like Max Payne 2's story. I just don't like Max Payne 3 that much. Max Payne 3 was just completely removed from what Max Payne was for me. So I never finished that game. I just couldn't. It was just like so far removed from what Max Payne was. I just couldn't finish it. Because also not made by Remedy. You play Frostpunk, AoE? No, I don't play RTS games, unfortunately. That's not a game that I play. That's not a game style that I play. I have a friend of mine who does. He's a big fan of Frostpunk and AOM as well. Did I say attack? Ignore me. Wonder if the actual gameplay of WoW LOL actually looked like anything like the cinematic trailers. Yeah, right? I mean, Blizzard is amazing with cinematic trailers, and League of Legends also has some great cinematics. So these games have great cinematics, and that's what captures some of the people, eyes and attention. That's the beauty of the game. The games have great cinematics and great storytelling, those cinematics. I hope you learned that Leon and Ada are married. Imagine her calling about baby formula. I don't know if they're married. Leon and Ada, that would be interesting. But I don't know if they're married. So we'll have to wait and see. I hope not. I don't know what his status is and where he is. But one thing I'll say, I hope he's not traumatized, which he is. He is probably traumatized. More trauma happened. But yeah, it's very cool to see Leon. I feel like I will say this, that Capcom did mention about this, that don't focus too much on Leon. So I have a feeling that you will not be playing Leon as much, and you'll be playing more of Ashley and less of Leon. Leon will be there, but lesser of Leon, more of Ashley. And I think that's what you should be expecting. Don't expect this to be a Leon's game. Expect this to be an Ashley's game with Leon on the side. So is there a game that can help? While it was not that good of a game, but Resident Evil 3 Remake, you have you play as don't play as two characters at the same time. You just play as Jill most of the time, but you play as the other guy's name? You play as him a little bit, but I think like it's going to be a little bit more for Leon in RE9. But I feel like you'll play more of Ashcroft than Leon. So in other CG films, Leon was like depressed. He was tired of the endless biohazard events that happens in an endless cycle. Yeah. I mean, he has gone through so much. He's like mostly depressed. He's a depressed fella, which, understandable. I remember what Nick Apostolitis, who is the actor of, Leon, he was talking about like how he doesn't want Leon to go through much more of depression, which he probably is. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Sorry, 1 second. So yeah, the CG films are entertaining. Yes, I enjoy them. They are very stupid, but they're entertaining. That's what it is. They're very entertaining shows and movies. But I really like them. They're pretty fun. They are actually as entertaining as the Resident Evil movies. Which also, speaking of Resident Evil movie, there's a very cool, I think it's a movie. Yeah, it's a movie. Zach Cregger is making the Resident Evil movie, which is not going to be based on any of the characters from the game, but it's going to be based on the world built from Resident Evil. And I'm very much looking forward to it. His Weapons movie was pretty nice, and he's a big fan of Resident Evil games. He has not watched a single Resident Evil movie, which is great. So I'm looking forward to it, just as like a side topic. let me take a look at some of the games that's coming out next year in 2026, because I mentioned some of the games, but I think January there are some games. If there's a good place where I can get a list of games that's coming out next year, games in 2026, like I need some good list which has indie games too, because there's a few indie games that's coming out I think next year or something like that. But some websites don't cover it, so I'm trying to figure out if I can find. Replaced is a game that I mentioned so many times. Is a great game. I think you all should definitely take a look. This website is not working, which is great. Anybody has a list? A good list? But yeah, I think Replaced, as I mentioned, is one. I'm trying to remember what other games are coming out next year. Let me take a look if there's somebody has a calendar. Okay, there's some kind of calendar. If I can see names. January had some game was coming out in January. I'm forgetting. Oh, Code Vein too. I think some people will like that one. Not my kind of game, so it's probably not coming. I think the next game that I am gonna be playing is going to be Resident Evil 9. Tides of Tomorrow, maybe. Resident Evil 9. Requiem. That's going to be the game I'm playing first, I think. A new game next year. Replaced is coming on March 12th. That I'm looking forward to. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando looks interesting. A Crimson Desert. That's the game coming on the 19th of March. Mouse PI, I think. Mouse PI for Hire. That's a game I'm looking forward to. Somehow Troy Baker is in that game. I don't know why. What is he doing there? But if I get the opportunity, I would love to have him. We'll see. That game, Pragmata, is on April. I didn't realize it was April. So Pragmata, that would be nice. I would love to play that one. 007, which is on May 27th. Then Phantom Blade Zero. I'll probably take a look on what's happening with Phantom Blade Zero. And there's some other games that have not been announced in terms of release dates. Blood of Dawn Walker looks interesting, which I would like to take a look. Let's see. Clockwork Revolution. That would be a good one. I'm looking forward to that. That's a very interesting looking game. That one would be nice. Let's see. Not DSX. Directive 8020. Hopefully it comes out next year because I'm looking forward to that. They have made some great games. Supermassive. Did not make a great Little Nightmares game, but they do make good Dark Pictures anthology games. So there's that. Is there anything else? Gears of War E-Day would also be nice if they make something. If they are releasing it next year. I don't know if they are. Let's see. I Am Jesus Christ. Not that game. Toxic Commando, I just mentioned. Is there anything else? Marathon. Is anybody excited for Marathon? I'm not so much, no. I'm not. Ontos, a new horror game made by Frictional Games who made Soma. Looking forward to that. Planet of Lana 2. Looking forward to that one. What else is there? Was some games that Resonance, A Plague Tale Legacy. I'm looking forward to that one. There were some other games that is not listed here. I'm just looking at some random website. So, I don't know. I feel like there was a game that's coming out. Oh, Lego Batman. There we go. A Fatal Frame remake. Yes, another one. Tides of Annihilation. Yeah, there we go. That's another one. I feel like January has had some games. I'm forgetting which ones. Have I? There's a game called Silver Pines, which is not listed in this place I found. Silver Pines is a very indie game. Very much looking forward to it. I think I wrote some of the names of the games. Ah, damn it. But I'm not sure. Okay. Sequel of Bloodstained is also a 2026 release. Oh, there's so many things you guys just said. Ever played any of the Sherlock Holmes games or watch RDJ Sherlock Holmes movies? I did watch RDJ Sherlock Holmes movies. I did not play any of the Sherlock Holmes games. I love detective games though. I think they're very fun. The RDJ Sherlock Holmes was also fun. I don't remember much of it, but I had a good time. My opinions of detective games are they're fun games. I just haven't played so many of them. I've played very less of these, but I think they're fun. I would love to play more. I'm very bad at Hitman. That's not really detective, but you know, but I like some detective games if I can. Roshan and AC Valhalla and Mirage. Oh, her. Yeah, she's a very well-known actress. She's a very well-known actress. I would love to have her. She has an amazing voice, very, very unique voice. We'll see. RE7 had like 20% of Chris gameplay. That was a weird one. I don't know why Chris was there. But at least he didn't punch any boulders. So that was nice. One of the CG... Rian, I just said that. RE7 was like that until DLC. Just try RE6 the first time in order to prepare for RE9. Glad they stick to the horror side, but I really don't mind some... Oh my god, I hated RE6. RE6 is ridiculous. It's just terrible. It's like a Michael Bay movie in a video game. It was bad. I did not like that game. RE6 was... No. I will never play RE6 in order to prepare for RE9. I will play RE4 remake. I'll play RE2. I would actually play RE7, Village 2, RE4 for the preparation of RE9. I don't know. But never RE6. No, not that. It's a great game for like bringing all of them together, but it's a horrible game for everything else. So is it doable to do something in the RE? Yes, 100%. Resident Evil themselves have done it with Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village. Has brand new characters. Chris Redfield is there, but he's not the main source of it. Literally, Resident Evil 7 has Ethan Winters as the stupidest, not the stupidest, but he's not even combat ready. Every other character they have seen in Resident Evil has been combat ready. Ethan Winters is not. You have Mia Winters, another whatever person. Was a bitch in the beginning. But Ethan Winters has always been such a protagonist completely removed from any other protagonist from any other Resident Evil games. So Resident Evil Capcom has themselves done it. It is very much possible to do a Resident Evil stuff without the main characters being there. Very easy to do it. You know, literally Capcom literally did it themselves. The new Star Wars game. Oh yes, the new Star Wars games. I don't know what's gonna happen with, what is it? SOTOR State of the Old Republic? Was it that? I'm not sure what's gonna be, but we'll see. No, it's not an indie game, but we'll see when it releases. I don't know. Yeah, Control Resonant, of course. A Fate of the Old Republic. I don't know why it said SOTOR. Fate of the Old Republic. Not SOTOR. Either State of the Old Republic. Sure. We'll see. Lego Batman I'm looking forward to because the actor, I've talked to the actor who plays Batman in that game. His name is Shai Matson. You may know him as the Scar in Wuthering Waves if you guys know that character. He has played some other characters. I'm forgetting his other roles, but Scar is like one of the bigger roles. So I'm so happy for him to play Batman because I think he mentioned, I guess in a conversation with me about Batman. I'm not sure, but I'm so looking forward to that one. That's a fun one. Marvel Wolverine is coming out next year, which I'm looking forward to. They mentioned it 2026. They don't have a release date, but it's 2026. Maybe it gets pushed. I don't know, but I would love to play Wolverine. I'm a huge fan of Wolverine. I think the actor who's playing Wolverine is lovely. So I'm looking forward to it. Death Stranding 2 on PC. Any news? No news because Death Stranding 2 came out this year. I'm assuming it would come out sometime next year, maybe towards the end, or not, then to early 2027 early maybe it would come. But it should be sometime, some announcement would happen next year maybe. And I'm assuming if it was releasing, it would be releasing next year end or 2027 like first quarter or something. I don't know. Not sure. There's no news though. It will come out for PC, so. RE6 is a good co-op game, but doesn't have the essence at all. Yeah, no, not at all. Your opinion on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 2023? The way they showed Soap's death was dog shit, and the storyline was so short and was bad, to be honest. Also, can you bring Barry Sloan to your podcast to play his price? I would love to bring Barry. I've tried to bring Barry on the show, but no luck. Yeah, Modern Warfare 3, I didn't even play it because I was like, we just had Modern Warfare 2 yesterday, and Modern Warfare 3 exists. So I didn't play the game. I saw the video. I saw the cutscene. Like I saw the story, which is like 30 minutes long, and it was very bad. It was clearly that they didn't want to. They were supposed to give more time to that game, and they didn't. And it was a very bad game. Modern Warfare 2, I also didn't like that much. The remake that came out in 2022, didn't like it that much because I did not connect with the story at all. I like Ghost and Soap's kind of like this brotherly relationship, but I could not follow that game. I don't know why. I just could not follow it. Modern Warfare 2019 though was pretty good. 2022, I couldn't connect with it. I did not see Shepard as the villain, but I did see the other guy. I'm forgetting his name. Him as the villain. I saw him. Like I was like, he was cool. But Shepard, I don't know what is happening there. All of a sudden, his name became white to red. I was like, okay, sure. So yeah, I didn't like him. That's why the OGs are like, it's so interesting. The original Modern Warfare 3 was the worst of all Modern Warfare games, and in the remake it also stands the same. The Modern Warfare 3 is the worst of all Modern Warfare 3 in the remake too, which is a reboot, which is hilarious. History repeated itself literally. Did you play Where Winds Meet recently? Its art style seemed quite beautiful to me, with really good lighting. No, I didn't play Where Winds Meet. The lighting is good, but I've seen that lighting everywhere. At this point, it's an Unreal Engine, so I've seen it a lot. But I don't know if I'll be playing that game. I don't think so. I'll be playing that game. There's so many games I have to play, so maybe not that. Played Metro 2033. The main character has a wife and it's harsh survival game, but every time I meet her or get a hug from her, it's pure love that I felt. No movies ever made me feel that. Yeah, what's her name? Anna is her name? Metro games are amazing. If you guys have not played any of the Metro games, there's a game series Metro. Metro 2033. There's Metro Last Light. There's Metro Exodus. These are the 3 games. It's only 3 games. And I think they're making the next Metro games or something. But those are great games. If you haven't played Metro games, check them out. Those are amazing games. You will really like them. First person, little bit survival horror because you have monsters and it's based in Russia. But like, it's such a fun game. It's a very good game. I feel like now at this point it feels like underrated, but I really enjoy that game. It looks very cool. Exodus at the time when it released, it looks so damn good. But it's a pretty cool game if you guys haven't checked it out. Publishers would probably want to avoid releasing their games around GTA 6 if it doesn't get pushed to 2027. Maybe some games will be pushed from that timeline to another timeline. I don't know. A lot of people are so happy that GTA 6 was not coming out this year, and everybody released, like a lot of people released their games this year, but I don't know. We'll see what happens next year, what games will be coming out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to some of these games. There's a lot of games coming up. There's a lot of small games that are also coming up. I was trying to find... My PC is not working apparently. I'm trying to find something. Give me a second. I've listed some of the games that I thought I could probably get them on my show. Let's see if I can find it. But Silver Pines is one that is very interesting looking. I think that would be something fun. Let's see. Oh, Seros. I forgot about Seros. Seros is coming next year. That's coming on the 20th March. I forgot about that. There's a game called Reanimal, made by the original people who made the Little Nightmares. Reanimal, that's coming on 13th Feb. Tides of Tomorrow on 24th Feb. That's a game that I'm looking forward to. Will Follow the Light. It's a horror game that I play tested the game. Looks pretty cool, so I'm gonna play that. And there's another game called Samson. It's a very interesting looking game by Liquid Works. New games, new studios. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So I don't always play like the bigger games. I also play some of the other games. Honestly, don't like the realistic warfare games that much. Just watch the news. I mean, I don't watch the news really. I feel like the warfare games, especially like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare specifically, I think are pretty nice. I think they're not bad. I think they have a really cool storylines. It reminds me of like the war movies and stuff as well, which, you know, these games do very well. But, you know, recently Call of Duty has been lacking off and everybody plays multiplayer anyway. So, but yeah, Modern Warfare 3 was not good. I don't think so. Modern Warfare 3 2011 OG is a bad game. It was an emotional COD we ever had. The way Soap dies was tragic, emotional, and iconic, and the way Price hangs and kills Makarov was iconic. Well, at the time when Modern Warfare 3011 came out, it was the whole year. It was one of the worst. It was the worst Modern Warfare game out of the three. There were a lot of people are saying it was not a good game, which I get why it was not a good game. There was a lot of things that was just not good in that game. The story beats were great with Soap and Price, but there's a lot of things that were just not good in that game at the time. I remember very, very vividly people were talking about how Modern Warfare 3 was not good at the time. It's not a bad game, but it was not so good as compared to Modern Warfare 2, which my mind is always blown that the whole game was the soundtrack for the whole game was done by Hans Zimmer, which is insane. Still, one of the best soundtracks in a Call of Duty game is in Modern Warfare 2. So good. Oh, Ill. Yeah, Ill is an amazing game. I don't know when it's coming out, but Ill is a really cool first-person horror game. I love horror games. If you didn't already know by now, I love horror games, so I'm going to be playing that one because Ill looks fantastic. It looks ill. It looks sick. It's really cool. But I don't know when that game is coming out. I know Mundfish. What is it? Mundfish? Mundfish, the guys who made what they made? Mundfish Atomic Heart. The people who made Atomic Heart, they have now their own publishing studio. So they're helping publishing that game, which I'm looking forward to it. See what happens. I get why people like them. Oh, okay. That's fine. I personally like the Warfare games. If the story is done right. If the story is not done right, then Mouse PI for Hire comes out next March. Is like FPS with Cuphead style. I will not say Cuphead style. I would say cartoon style. I don't know. It's like literally cartoons, like how I used to watch them. Real Warfare from the news at the moment, so I just can't. Give me cartoons and bubbly colors, please. Yeah, I don't watch news, like Warfare news or any political news. I just stay away from them, and I consume other stuff. So, but I get it. Like, there's so many other games that you can play. If you want to play something fun, something cool, there are some games that maybe I can recommend, like Ori and the Blind Forest. I don't know if you have played that. I play Ori and the Blind Forest, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Firewatch, that's a good game. Gone Home, another cool game. Trying to remember some of the games that you can play. These are not, by the way, bubbly games. These are they're good games, but they're not like very energetic, bubbly. Hi-Fi Rush is a very cool game. Very energetic, very fun. Hi-Fi Rush. Trying to think about other games. So like these are some of the games that I'm like trying to coming in at the top of my head that are fun games and interesting games. Some of them are depressing. Ori and the Blind Forest can be a little bit sad at the beginning, but it's a pretty fun game. Let me see. There's some games that I have played personally that a lot of people just don't talk about because they're smaller games. Oxenfree, amazing game. Oxenfree 1 and Oxenfree 2, great games. People should try it out. It's a very fun game. Let's say Season. There's a game called Season. It's a very chill, relaxing game. It's a game basically where the future is here, where it's very bleak. The future is very bleak. It's like an apocalypse kind of feeling, and you are this person who is trying to see what the future looks like, because the civilization sort of has crumbled, and it's a very bleak world, but there's a lot of beauty in that world. It looks very beautiful. The facial animations and the way they look, it looks so good. It's an indie game called Season, a letter to the future. It's amazing if you guys want to check it out. Road 96, Mile Zero, that's a good one. And Road 96 in general is amazing. So those are great games. There's some games there's some smaller games that I like that are very cool. Another game is called South of the Circle. These are a little bit old, but South of the Circle. If you like story games, this is very minimalist graphics, and it's so fucking good because I was blown away by how the story went. So yeah, these are some like fun games. If you guys want to check it out, these are smaller games, not so much talked about. So just check them out. Been thinking about trying Middle Earth games. Should I try? I have not played the Middle Earth games. I have bought it, because they were available at such a cheap price, and I really want to play them. I love the Lord of the Rings. I love the whole world there. So I would love to play that. You should bring Michael Ironside, the academic of Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I would love to. Do I have a favorite Splinter Cell game? I don't know. I came to Splinter Cell very late, so I didn't play the original, like the first few Splinter Cell games, but I played like very late. So I don't know if I have a favorite one because I played it such a late time. I played like the later games. I played Conviction and Blacklist. I didn't play the Chaos Theory, or there was another game that I didn't play. So I didn't play those games. So, but I would say Chaos Theory was very interesting. Conviction and Blacklist were a little bit more action. Chaos Theory was more like how Splinter Cell was supposed to be, more stealth. So I don't have a favorite, unfortunately. You have to stay in touch with reality, man. IRL is where we live after all. Well, I don't watch news. The reason I don't watch, I watch news of other things, but the reason I don't watch news is because politics, all of this, they're always trying to scare you all the time, and I don't want to have some negatives in my life, man. That's all how I see things. I do not like negative stuff in my life. I would rather focus on the things that are positive in my life rather than things that are negative, because that's what is out there, and I would want to focus on things that are great and positive. So that's why I watch news of other things, not these things. Things that I actually care about. Movie news, game news, TV show news, mostly that, actually. Yeah, mostly that. I did kind of avoid news because news is always like negative. So that's just me. Those are fun, like Arkham Batman Combat with some Assassin's Creed stealth. What are you talking about? Oh, Middle Earth. Okay. With Assassin's Creed Stealth, that's a interesting way to say it. Batman Arkham Combat, I don't know if that's there, but it's a fun game. But I don't know how to really describe it. I have not played it, but you know. I have South of the Circle. South of the Circle is really good. You know, check it out. It's a very good game. Before Your Eyes is a very good game, yeah. Oh my god, Mixtape. I forgot. Yeah, Mixtape. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if it's coming out next year, but Mixtape, another one. Really looking forward to it. That's a great game. I love those games. Everyone talked about best games for you in 2025, but what about the worst? I don't have a worst game list of 2025. I like how people talk about the worst games. Or worst movies and all that stuff. I don't have that. I don't have worst games. I just don't play them. If I don't like a game, I don't play them. And I don't play a game just to see the end of it and then hate about it. You know, like I just don't, or like don't like about it and talk about it like it's bad. I don't have such games. I literally don't have a game in my library that I played that I didn't like. I don't think so. I have a game in my library. Might have games that I didn't finish, but I don't have a single game that I played that I didn't really like. I mean, Suicide Squad might fall in. Suicide Squad might fall into that. But there's not a game that I really hated. You know, all these games I actually enjoyed. The games that I have. Another game is Dungeons of Hinterberg. Angerfoot, another game. Still Wakes the Deep, another cool game. Sorry, I'm just mentioning some games. But I don't have a game that or a list of games that I didn't like that came out this year because I didn't play them. If they were not that good, I didn't play them. Show the PS4 discs behind me. You guys want to see the PS4 discs I have? I don't have much. I have very few. You guys want to see that? I can show it to you. That's not much, to be honest. By the way, Yash, how's it going? To be honest, I don't have any political opinions because I don't love politics. That's great. I don't want to talk about politics at all. I'll just refrain from it. As much as living next door to a war for 4 years, I can understand that. That is very much understandable. It's hard, especially in areas where you cannot avoid it. It's a very hard situation. So for anybody who has to live in an area, has to live in a place where you cannot avoid it because it's a bigger part that's happening outside, I don't know, like big strength, like all you have like the most strength, because I will never be able to, I don't know like how that environment would be. It would be like, I cannot imagine how that environment would be. So it's a very tough environment. So if you are in that environment, Hidu, like I apologize if you didn't clarify it or you don't want to clarify it, it's completely fine. But that's a big thing. That's a huge thing. It takes a lot of strength to be around, you know, so I cannot imagine how it must be. So I really, you know what? I really appreciate you being here regardless. despite having on being in some areas which is not so great for you. Watched a silent voice anime movie this year. Never cried so much. Felt so natural. When the ending hits you, still waiting for any medium or game that can bring me the same emotion. I have not watched a silent voice. I would like to watch it. I think in terms of movies that let me think about a lot is Your Name anime movie that I was thinking about for a week. Your Name was one. Weathering with You? Is that the one? Another one? So, hi, hello there, Costin. Hello, hello, hello. It's weird to. Is it weird for you to hear Costin from me? That's amazing. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for joining. Oh, so okay, hold on. PS4 collection, apparently. It's always going to be weird, man. It's always going to be weird. Don't worry about it. I don't have that name on my channel, so you don't have to call. Okay, so I have some PS4 games, and I have a Cyberpunk 2077 as well, which I bought in 2020, 5 years ago. I literally pre-ordered this game. This is the one game that I pre-ordered, and after that, I will never pre-order games. So this is the one game I pre-ordered. It has a map and everything, which is very cool. I think it has a map. Yeah, I think it has a map. Does it have a map? Oh no, it doesn't have a. Oh no, it has. No, it's not a map. It is a booklet. Sorry, there's a booklet and stuff. It doesn't have a map. I'm sorry, it doesn't have a map. It has a booklet. This is very cool. So you have this Cyberpunk 2077. Hell of a year, yes, hell of a year, definitely, hell of a year. It's been really wonderful. Yeah, it's a physical PC game. I don't have a PC game physical. This is a physical PC game. But guess what? You can only digitally download it. You don't get a disc. You get a digital download. You get a code, you download it. It was in GOG. So it's not a physical disc. It's a physical, but it's not a disc. It's a digital code, which is unfortunate because we don't have disk drives anymore on PCs. But it's very cool. It's very cool. There's some stickers that I didn't use. Oh, I have a game app. Oh, there is a game app. Fuck, I need to open this one. Physical box. It's just a box. Yeah. There's some goodies in it. So that I have a CD of original score. I didn't know. I have a world compendium. I don't know what that is. Actually, you know what? I don't know. I don't remember what is in it. So hold on. Let me see. What else is there? I never. Oh, World Compendium. I don't know what this is. I literally like feel like I'm opening for the first time. There's some. What is this exactly? Oh, some Cyberpunk merch. Some stickers which I never used. It's still here. I can actually literally paste them. I've never pasted them. We got a code here, and then there's some table of content, some extra lore. Pacifica, Badlands, Watson, Haywood. Pretty good. Extra lore. What's in the disc? Oh, sorry, the disc thing. Oh, there is a disc for the song, which I don't have anything to play. I have a disc, but it's from music, which I can't play. I don't have a disc driver. I don't have a music player. Welcome to Night City. And I got a map. It's so cool. It's been so long since I've seen a map of a game. Yeah, this game is so good. Like a full map of Night City. Oh my god, I forgot that I had a map. Ooh. I tore it, but I have a full map. This is so cool, right? It's a 5-year-old game, but you never get this anymore. I mean, at least I don't. Crazy. It's a full map of Cyberpunk. But yeah, that's the only PC thing I have. Then I have The Last of Us for PS4. I bought this when I got PS4. When I bought PS4 in 2020, 5 years ago. That was the first time I bought PS4. I've watched The Last of Us on YouTube completely, fully. I'm sorry, I don't know why it just tore apart. But Last of Us, I watched it the whole thing, so I remember everything about the game. that I wanted to buy it because Last of Us Part 2 was coming out. And I was like, I need to get a feel for this game with the controller. So I bought this game, which is, it's a remastered. It's not a remake. It's a remastered. I like this version than the remake. Then I have a game that I played a lot. It's WWE 2K19. I was a WWE, I'm still a WWE fan, but I used to play a lot of WWE games. I used to do very different things with it. I used to play, make a own show with it. Costin here knows in the chat. I used to make some shows with it, which was fun. I tried to do some things, but yeah, this is, it's been a while. It's a pretty good game. Lasted for a long time. So that's a good game. The EFED, right? The EFED. Then I have Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition. By the way, there is already a remastered version of this game, which is crazy that there's a remastered version of this game. But Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition, which I got it when I bought the PS4. It came with it. And I didn't know about the game, actually. I heard it for the very first time. And I was like, okay, let me try it. And actually, the starting of the game is a little slow. It was a very slow starting of the game. So I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like it. It's slow. But then overall, it just became better. And so I was like, oh, that's cool. Because I really like the idea of this idea of lost civilization, robots, and what's happening and all that stuff. So it started building upon. And I wanted to know that story. So this game kept me that ideology. So I have seen the Cena retirement match. Yes, I have. I woke up at 6 in the morning to watch the show. I watched that. So is that, hold on, before I say anything, Dhruv, I do not read any novels. I have never been a novel guy or any book reading person. I'm very bad at that. No pie. Kind of, it is kind of like at this point, it is my full-time work. Yes, I do it full-time for sure. I've been avoiding this, but like pretty much it is a full-time at this point. Keeping up with, okay, no problem, Hido. I appreciate you mentioning. What is your favorite or most memorable WWE era? I don't know. I mean, the Attitude Era, I suppose, is pretty cool. I mean, the Attitude Era was like the best era, I would say, for sure. In short answer, Attitude Era is going to be, you know. Thank you so much, Costin, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I would love to chat. I know you. I hope you're feeling better, though. I hope you're not having any more fever and stuff. You know. So I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling better. I would love to chat with you, man. It's been too long. It's been too long. So let's see if we can. Thank you so much for all the support and for all the help. I really, if there was a way I could send something to you from here, I would. But you know, but I just for now can't. You know, just as a thanks. I want to suggest some songs from the weekend. Baptize in Fear, Open Hearts, Hurry Up Tomorrow. I've heard Hurry Up Tomorrow and Open Hearts. I don't listen to a lot of Weekend. I've heard some. It's crazy that Sony gave it away for everyone on PS4. It is, right? It just came with PS4. So it's continuing with more games that came with my PS4. It was God of War. God of War 2018, which I have it on, I like how it says, not to be sold separately. But this also came with my PS4 when I bought it. I did know about God of War. I never played a God of War game. I did play God of War 2, but a little bit, just the opening part of it. I have this game on here. I have this game on PC, which is a remastered version or whatever. Thank you so much, Hido, for coming by. I appreciate it, for being here. I appreciate it for watching the show. I really do. I hope you have a lovely evening, day, wherever you are. Appreciate it. And so there's that. Love the game. Fantastic game. I have God of War Ragnarok, but it's digital. I also have Ragnarok on PC, which is... Do I have Ragnarok on PC? Wait, I don't think so. I have Ragnarok or 2018 on PC. Never mind. I have it on PS4 and I have it on PS5. God of Ragnarok. God of War. Then Uncharted 4 is another one that also came with my PS4. And here's what I did is when I bought the PS4, I played this first, but not exactly. I first played The Last of Us. Then I wanted to play Uncharted. And I was like, I will not play Uncharted 4. At the time, there was a sale going on for something. Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 was on a sale. So I bought those 3 games. I played those 3 games. Then I played this. And then I bought Lost. I have it though. I bought the next game, the spin-off. and played that. So this came with my PS4. I was waiting till I played all the Uncharted games, and then I played this. And I had not played Horizon Zero Dawn before this. So I played Last of Us, played the Uncharted games, played this, then played God of War, then played Horizon. But fantastic game. And like I said, I bought Uncharted Lost Legacy, the spin-off, which is pretty fun, based in India, which is awesome. And I like Nadine and Chloe. They're great characters. So I actually really enjoyed this game. It's a pretty fun, small game and very basic story, nothing crazy. Then for some reason, I bought this, but I was having a bad PC. This is Resident Evil Village. I don't know why, but I mean, I know why. So my PC was not good at the time. It was not able to play that well. And I wanted to record the game, do a Let's Play. At the time I was doing Let's Play. This is what, 2021? I wanted to do more Let's Plays. So I was doing a Let's Play of this game and I could not play it on my PC because my PC was very bad. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy it on PlayStation because I don't have to change settings and stuff. Then I realized, oh my God, I cannot aim in controller. How am I going to do this? So I somehow beat Resident Evil Village with the controller while I cannot aim in a controller, which was very fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm surprised that I was able to because I cannot aim, for the love of God. Cannot do that. And then there's Horizon Forbidden West, which is a pre-owned version of it. So that's why it says pre-owned. But Horizon Forbidden West, the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn, which I really love. So that's it. Those are the games. Those are all the games. In which year did I start watching WWE? Very late. I started watching WWE in 2012 or not 12, I think. It was 2011 is when I started watching it. So I started watching very late. But I did watch some of the older stuff a little later. So I will be looking forward for more next year. Yes, thank you so much for saying that. Aside from WWE, do you watch any sports? No, I don't watch. I don't have any favorite sport. I don't watch any sports. WWE is not a sport. It's an entertainment show. I don't also watch it regularly. I mostly watch highlights. I don't watch the whole show. I used to watch the whole show at one go, but no, nowadays I just watch highlights. I don't watch the whole show. That's just how I consume things nowadays. No longer watching the whole show. So no, I don't watch any sports. I used to, but I've stopped a long time ago because I just can't find the time really. Do you know that the Weeknd songs give the vibe of Max Payne games? No, for me it never gave that. For me, I never got Max Payne vibes from Weeknd songs. That never happened with me, unfortunately. So no, I actually don't know. I never had that. So no, I gotta go off, but here's the people watching. Here's the people I want to watch in a video. Carl Urban, Anthony Starr, John Bernthal, and Anna Hathaway. Oh my God. Big guests you want on the show? Yeah, I just listed the whole Hollywood. Those are big guests. I don't know if I can have any of them, but I would love to try. I know that helps you. But no, we'll see. We'll see. But thank you so much for joining in Gamer Society Arena. I hope you have a lovely day and a lovely night. I appreciate you. Yeah, if you can get them, I would really appreciate that as well. If you can get those people, I will not shy away. That's ridiculous. That's amazing though. And ridiculous a little bit. So I'm just trying to collect my Cyberpunk, which I threw away. Are you a fan of Radbrad? Yes, I'm a big fan of Radbrad. Radbrad, I watched him for so long. And he was the reason why I started making YouTube videos, really. He still is amazing and he still does his thing that he always does and it still has not changed. He was the one I watched the whole Last of Us playthrough from him. That was him. I watched his playthrough of The Last of Us. Every single day I would wake up. That was my binging series. I would watch his Last of Us playthrough. Sometimes I get annoyed because it's so much detail oriented, but I had a good time. And then he was the reason I became a YouTuber, really. And I did not go in his footsteps, but he was the reason. So I love that guy. That guy's amazing. Still great. Fan of horror games. I think he was also one of the reasons why I pushed myself to play horror games, and I did enjoy it. And his favorite, one of his favorite games is Dead Space and Dead Rising. So I didn't play Dead Rising, but I did play Dead Space. So it's a pretty cool one. But I just want to say to all of you guys, thank you so much for joining the stream today. I really appreciate it for you guys to be here for 3-ish hours. Are you a fan of FNAF? No. I'm not a big fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't like those games that much. I know a lot of people do love its lore and everything, and it has a huge lore, which is amazing. I personally don't have an affection to the Five Nights at Freddy's. I've not seen the movie though. Maybe I'll see it. I don't know. But no, don't have an affection to Five Nights at Freddy's. Never really enjoyed their games. So, sorry. I didn't as much as a lot of people did, for sure. But yeah, I think it is the time to end the stream. I just want to say thank you so much again for all of you guys who came along here to join the stream and to watch with me and to talk to me about everything, and also to watch my show for all this time. If you have been watching from the very beginning of the year, if you're watching from last year, if you're watching right now for the very first time, or you watched it a little bit before, whenever you started watching the show, thank you so much for joining in and tuning into Behind the Voice. It's been a lovely to show you some of the amazing conversations that from the games that came out this year and some of the games that came out before this year with you guys, with amazing actors and directors. And I would love to do more, a hell lot more next year as well. If I definitely can. Moonflows, wow, you're so early. No problem. Moonflows, thank you so much for being here, although I was ending the stream as well. Roshan, wow, you guys, some of you guys are coming now. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry, but I am the ending the stream. I'm sorry, I am ending the stream because I feel like I've been here long enough and I don't want to keep people here for more than 3 hours. So no problem, Roshan. I just want to say, like, thank you, a big thank you to all of you who have watched the show, who have become friends, and some people who talk to me on Instagram, and I would really appreciate if you guys want to know a little bit more about what's happening around Behind the Voice and stuff like that. You can follow me on socials, on Instagram, on Twitter. You can check the links in the description of the stream. If you want to stay up to date a little bit. But I would love to hear your thoughts. I love talking to people, and I love I don't have chorus. I love talking to people. I love chatting. I love reaching out, and so I just want to say thank you to all of you who watch the show and in any way, shape, or form. And whenever you did watch the show, thank you so much for doing that and for supporting the show. It means a lot. And next year, I'm hoping that I can show more, conversation as much as I can. Hopefully bring some more interesting guests. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe it's going to be the worst year of my channel or something. And I'm not expecting something high. I'm not expecting something big. I'm just expecting that I can probably, hopefully, share some more stories like this that I have done this year specifically. And I would love to do that more. I'd love to bring more some interesting, important people that I want to talk to and people I want to share the stories to. So it's just, I'm excited. I'm nervous, obviously, but I'm very much excited. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see what happens next year. And only good things in 2026. I appreciate you guys. I hope so. I really do. There's a lot of games coming out, a lot of things, and I would love to expand from games to movies to shows, bring some of the Hollywood actors that Gamers Society earlier has mentioned. I would love to have some of the Hollywood A-listers as well, or Hollywood actors as well. That would be nuts and amazing. I want to do the same thing that nobody else is doing in terms of movies too, but if I get the opportunity. So I will try for that. I'll try to bring more directors, bigger guests if I can, if they are interested. That's all I can do. But yeah, 2025 has been incredible, has been insane. 25,000 subscribers. I would have never, ever imagined. Like 3 years old, 3 years ago, I was not even 1,000 subscribers, literally 3 years ago. And I don't know. I don't think so. It has sunk in yet, but 25,000 subscribers is insane. 13 million views is insane. I would never have expected 13 million views on my channel. That was a dream that I never had or something like that. And it's just been wild. And it cannot happen without anybody who's watching right here, right now. And it would have definitely not happened for all the people who watched the shows and watched the episodes, watched the shorts and reels and all of it. It's been just absolutely lovely. And I just want to say thank you to all of you who've been the reason why all of this has happened. So it really means a lot. And I don't have any other words, but that these are the only words that I know. So I truly, 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 truly appreciate you guys being here and supporting and sharing and however else that you can. And whoever the members, I know F9, you are a member of the channel. I really appreciate you being the member of the channel and being supportive towards the channel. That means a lot. It really helps me a little bit more to make sure that more episodes come out to you guys. And being a member of the channel helps me a little bit even more. If you want to be a member of the channel, feel free to. You get like early episodes, like episodes early, ad free, sometimes extended episodes as well, early guest announcements, and a few more perks. So if you want to support a little bit more towards my channel, definitely consider. But yeah, it's been wonderful, and I just want to say thank you a lot. So we'll definitely see you guys next year with more episodes. I don't have anything planned right now, but be on the lookout. Definitely, there's more coming in. I'm sure. I don't know what, I don't know who, but I'm sure they are coming in, and I hope you enjoy them. I'll make sure that I'll improve every single time. And there's a lot coming. Yeah, there's a lot coming. As you mentioned, Roshan, there's a lot coming, and I will try to make sure that I deliver the best things that I can. So with that being said, thank you. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful new year. It's been wonderful. It's been amazing. It's been, I'm really, really grateful to all of you and to all of your support. And I hope you have a lovely evening, day, morning. Somebody is here from the other side of the world, but day, evening, morning, wherever you are. And have a great weekend. Have a great new year. And I'll see you on the other side in 2026. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you guys have a lovely day. See you next time. And make sure to have some fun, which I'm trying to do as well. Thank you so much. See ya. Bye-bye. Take care.